Did you know that DoorDash?
Away from Captain Gaming Showcase Finals in Washington. They're gonna bury here to go on to face
The Wicked, Hidden Potential. The featured matchup is live tonight. Twitch.tv/Capitals is where you want to be. If you're not already here and you're watching, make sure you're telling your friends to tell your friends to tell all of your friends to join us for this featured matchup, a best of 5 for the round 1 of the Caps Gaming Showcase, presented to you by Leidos and powered by Leaguegaming.com. Who will move on? The number 7 seed, Hidden Potential, or the number 26 seed, The Wicked, for a shot at $20,000. It all culminates here in about a month, but right now, the first round of playoffs are underway, and we have the action to bring to you here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Nick DeMeo, aka F5 Penguin, alongside Tegan Blair. It's King Lime, and we'll have Brandon bMaJuH, aka Brandon Bigsby, in just a minute. Let's go. But for right now, Tegan, we are back at it for the evening showing of some great playoff hockey, especially after what we saw this afternoon.
Yeah, this afternoon was absolutely phenomenal stuff across the pond. We hop on a quick plane, come over here to the NA side, and it's looking to be just as good with teams like Hidden Potential and the Wicked.
It really is, and we talk about ways that teams made their way to the playoffs in the EU. A very different story here in NA, where we don't have that same pretty much everybody got in and you're playing for seed. No, these teams fought tooth and nail. We covered it last week. Teams moving out of position the entire way to get to where we are now. Hidden Potential up in 7th place after a really good rally late in the playoffs, or late in the regular season.
Yeah, no, it has been a very good rally, and those are the teams you have to watch out for. These teams in the NA have been grinding really hard to get into these playoff positions, and this is one of the teams that we were watching on that bubble to force their way in. They did a fantastic job. It's going to be no easy task though as they go up against Hidden Potential.
Yeah, the Wicked really clawed and scratched their way up, and Hidden Potential, some different player names that you might not have seen for a while showing up on the roster. So a lot to talk about when we look at this matchup here tonight.
Now, there's plenty to talk about. And speaking of that, we're going to bring in Brandon bMaJuH Bigsby. And well, 6-2, 4-4, Brandon. What do you think?
Oh man, this is going to be a fun one, and something that you and Nick kind of talked about was how these two teams got there. Obviously, both of them having to really earn their way in. I think we all expected Hidden Potential to kind of be in this area, top 10. They were the number 2 seed in both Season 1 and Season 2 of the Caps Gaming Showcase, so no surprise to see them where they are. But how about the Wicked? They were 1-4 through the first 5 weeks of the season, had to rattle off 3 straight series wins to get to this point, so they've been playing playoff hockey really for about a month now and had to scratch and claw their way in when things really looked dire for them. Pretty much had to be perfect through weeks 6 through 7. So we kind of know that Hidden Potential, they have that ability, but the Wicked, a hot team right now that really could be dangerous. They've been playing that playoff hockey for a minute. They know what it means to have your backs against the wall in terms of extending your season. It'll be fun to watch those two that kind of contrast with each other go off head to head.
Yeah, Brandon, like you said, the Wicked have had 6 wins here as we pop over to the game stats and have a look. And you're right, playoff hockey, 6 continuous wins for the Wicked, but Hidden Potential is leading some categories, aren't they, Brandon?
Oh yeah, they are. We all know Hidden Potential, one of the top teams. They are top 10 in goals against, power play, penalty kill, time on attack difference, average time on attack, shot difference, and goal difference. That is 7 different stat columns that they are in the top 10, and some of those, as a matter of fact, that they are either leading or are in second. So this is a team that has not only played at a high level, but they've been able to do it against quality competition, because that 6-2 record, it does not come easy with that Swiss format. You are playing teams at or similar to your own record and actual play. So they're not just going and beating teams that are 3-5 and 2-6. They are doing this against the top 10 teams in the league, and they have been doing it on a consistent basis.
Yeah, have they ever? And we saw this over across the pond here, Brandon, where we saw the difference in shot difference in time on attack. It was more quantity over quality, but Hidden Potential here, 92.5 almost percent on the PK. These guys shoot the puck with a shot difference of 56.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a really interesting thing to look out for, how Hidden Potential mixes in that time on attack with that shot overall. And obviously something that we mentioned with our EU series, for those that were there with us earlier this afternoon, it was that quality versus quantity. Like you said, while Prima, they were kind of looking to get that quality shot, they were not really going to give you more than 10 shots a game, more than likely. While Arctic, they'd give you 20 shots. They might not be the high danger looks, but they would pepper a goalie, make him work, and put as many pucks on net as possible. Hidden Potential, they're able to do both. They will outwork you in the offensive zone and get about 15 shots a game in the process, with 10 of them at least being of really high quality. Goaltending going to be really important for the Wicked in this game, and they're going to have to do a good job of capitalizing on their own chances, because you know Hidden Potential, with the power they have on that side, they're going to do plenty of that in this series.
And that's about the only thing that is similar on there, Brandon, is the goals against. The goaltending for both of these teams has been very good, especially through the Wicked's last 6 games, as they have swept each series to get here, and that is a pretty frightening thing if you're Hidden Potential.
Oh yeah, and I think that you look at the Wicked, and obviously you are a really hot team right now, so you kind of come in, you feel good, you've been playing that playoff hockey for a minute with your back against the walls, and Hidden Potential, they're a team that has kind of run into some of those hot teams in the past, and has been on upset alert. We mentioned they were a 2 seed in Season 2, they lost in Round 2 as a 2 seed to the 41st seed, so they've not necessarily been unused to seeing teams that have maybe been playing a little bit above their weight, so to speak. The Wicked, no difference in this sense, and I have a hard time seeing that Hidden Potential letting them slip up. They've been around the block plenty of times, and they've seen this happen not just to themselves, but to other teams as well. So you know they're going to be playing a high-quality brand, because the thing with this, 8 weeks, you had 8 weeks, you had a next week to look forward to. But now, if you lose today, you're done, and your season is over. The games become more dire. Each play means a little bit more, and everything means a little bit more when it comes to playoffs. Because like I said, if you lose the series tonight, you're done and your season is over. So you cannot afford to drop that one game that might have been a difference maker compared to what you could have in the first 8 weeks of the season. I have a hard time seeing Hidden Potential letting them slip up. But like we said, the Wicked, a hot team. You never know what can happen in playoffs.
Yeah, and this is a little different, isn't it, Brandon? There's a little more leeway here as we're going to a best of 5, not a best of 3. You can maybe afford to lose one game, but you definitely don't want to get caught up in that mentality.
Yeah, and we saw that with Prima earlier. They lost that game too when it was a 1-1 series, and then they went back out, adjusted, won the 2 games after that, and took it 3-1. So losing that one game, not nearly as detrimental, but once you hit that 2 mark, that's really when you get your back against the wall, because now you're in a situation where you have to win out the rest of the series to move on. It's even worse if you go down 2-0, because that's 3 wins in a row you have to make rather than 2. You do not want to put yourself in that position, especially against either one of these 2 teams, a team in Hidden Potential that will not often lose 3 games in a row, and a team in the Wicked that is on a 6-game win streak. So both of these teams have a good case coming into this, and they're both playing really good hockey, maybe 2 of the hotter teams in the league right now coming into playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see how they match up, especially with some of the star power that we are seeing on both of these sides. So we'll see how things unfold. Game 1 will kind of set the tone, and adjustments will kind of lead on from there. But like you said, Tegan, a long series, but once you hit that 2-game kind of mark, that's when you start to kind of press a little bit, and you start to really have to play with a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And going into this series, we do see the big red flag on both sides. It is goaltending. They have been absolutely phenomenal. Does this become a goaltending battle here?
I think it really can, and the reason I say that is because you look at those goals allowed tallies, just 34 for the Wicked, 33 for Hidden Potential, and that shows you they are a great teams at not allowing those opportunities, whether it be on the defensive end, not allowing a team to get a high quality amount of opportunities, or whether it just be their goalie making those big saves, being where they are supposed to be. And the Wicked, they've had a great goalie in Rombo, who we expected to play tonight. Looks like he will be transitioning over to right wing, so might be Lil Po at goalie, who actually has been solid in his own right, 2-1 in the games he played a goalie at .786 save percentage, and a shutout in one of those 3 games as well. And then obviously for Hidden Potential, Sharzan, one of the better goalies in all of esports. He's been one of the top goalies in the league so far in this tournament. 5th highest save percentage in the league out of goalies with 5 games played or more. And that's with the 12th most shots against as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how goaltending makes a difference in this game, especially with how these 2 teams do a really good job of not allowing a lot of goals to go in on their own end.
And we did just get confirmation there that Buffalo Star is going to be in on the wing. So Rombo is going to go back in between the pipes. So
Huge.
Both of these goalies, 1.6 goals against average, Brandon, and I expect them both to be standing on their heads for their respective teams. You have Hidden Potential on the right-hand side with a tally of 98 hits between Duck and Sean. Duck leading the way with 50, Sean with 48 there, Brandon. I'll always ask you this, who's going to be the best for either side tonight?
Man, I think when I look at the Wicked, I really like Buffalo Star on that right wing. He's kind of flipped around at position, has played a little bit of defense, a little bit of forward. Actually, he played center in the games he had played forward, but 13 points in those 5 games at forward with 6 goals and 7 assists. He has been a difference maker for them when he is up on that forward trio with Dax and Josh. And a name that I don't think we've really mentioned enough for Hidden Potential, Stiffmeister, may have not been on this team the longest. He just joined on January 23rd, so about 2 weeks. But whenever he is on the ice, he is a threat to score. One of the best snipers in the NHL esports community. No matter who he is playing with, he is going to be a problem for the Wicked. He's going to test Rombo early and often. Nick Tegan, it's playoff hockey, my friends. Can't wait to hear you guys call it for this best of 5.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate that. as we are ready to go here. The Wicked versus Hidden Potential. As we are following the Wicked in their white jerseys going north on the screen. South is Hidden Potential. They've got those maroon purplish jerseys with a shot coming in early. Rombo, who was in net, we thought he would be a game time decision to right wing. Not the case here, so he gets tested early. One shot within a minute.
Yeah, Rombo coming up big here, and he's probably pretty comfortable and happy to be back in between the pipes with the stats like he's had so far in this tournament.
Duck picks that one up off the face-off win. Stiffmeister, newly signed. He'll put a wrist shot on. And that one's saved as well. So why not shoot early, especially with the questionable start to this game with these teams not knowing who was going to be in net.
Yeah, you're going to be peppering the goaltenders. I think at either end is both of them very, very good and going to make a lot of saves in this game and big-time saves. You're going to look and probably see a few greasy ones here, Nick.
Lefty Frostic throws that in. Trying to be stolen there, but Buffalo Star keeps it in. Good shot, but it does not find its way to net. At least getting something back in deep, not being out of position. CT throws it in deep. He'll grab it from the corner. Looped around, but that's going to be up for Watt. Watt will take it along. Watt up now to Frostic through the left winger. Frostic will bring it in deep behind the net, working from there. Just meets a couple of defenders. Still has it, though. Try to flip it up, but Duck will take it away. Duck up to Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister to Dings. Dings has it through center. He'll lose it to the corner. CT up top now, Sean. Now to Duck right, deep point. Good shot area in there. That had a lot of mustard on it, low on the ice, but made a save again. So that's 3 shots, 3 saves.
Yeah, we saw Buffalo Star rip one at Charzin as well at the other end. Like I said, I think the shots are going to come fast and furious here in this game, Nick.
Face-off one back by the Wicked. They'll bring it out over the blue line. Lays one for the right D in Watt. They'll change it again in exchange passes. Getting things going, at least trying to maybe get the defense to move left to right. Good cross-ice pass up with some room now. Dax, he had a lane there, so that's good speed coming through that defensive end. Now the Wicked going back on defense for Hidden Potential to do the same thing. D to D from Sean now. Sean throws one in front. That one fell to the stick of, I believe that was Dings, but he couldn't fire it on net or tip it on net. It just kind of fell to his stick. Play will move on. Duck sends one up now. Dings from the right side, offside, 10:24 to go. So lots of shots from one side of the ice so far, Tegan.
Yeah, a bunch of shots from Hidden Potential as they come out fast and furious here. And, you know, they're going to want to set the tone here. They are the top team. You'd never want to let the underdog think they have, you know, maybe some potential on you.
As we move along here, we have a penalty coming up. First penalty of the night.
So first penalty of the night, we're going to have to see if Hidden Potential can step up here as we'll have a face-off that is tied up there by Dings. CT picks it up on the left-hand side. CT back to Sean, over to Duck, over to Stiffmeister, shot on and saved by Rombo. Stiffmeister behind the net, looks out front. Good interception there by Dax, and he dumps that all the way down for the Wicked. Puck brought out now by Dings. Dings, left-hand side, look for a pass. Good job by Dax, and he dumps that all the way down again. Doing a good job here on the penalty kill. As here comes the heroic Duck. Over to Sean, left-hand side to CT as he walks the line. CT, shot on, tipped, and that one goes over the bar. Stiffmeister trying to walk that one out. Picked up in good puck support by Dings. Dings, Stiffmeister, he scores! And Hidden Potential is on the board.
Hidden Potential getting one early here, and that's kind of what you want to do when you are the team in the 7th seed. You definitely want to get your goal early. Got one from just continuously peppering the goalie early. It finally pays off here, Tegan.
Yeah, great job there by Hidden Potential to move it around there on the power play. Dax did a good job clearing the puck a couple times there, Nick, but they were able to get it down in the last 30 seconds and capitalize.
So 7:14 left here in the first period. That Omaha attempt just hits off of a player's face. So that didn't work out well for Hidden Potential on their second effort to try to get a goal, but nevertheless, they got one. That's what counts so far. That one's slap shot of the long, and they're just slap shotting these off the glass to get them up ice.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They've got all 3 forwards sitting up in the neutral zone, and they're just playing them off the glass like it's no problem.
I like this. I don't know if that's racquetball or squash or pickleball, but I know it's some sort of walled sport that they might be practicing in the offseason that got them that skill. I'm here for it.
Yeah, big pickleball guys here at Hidden Potential.
His play moves on here. Crushed at the blue line. That's Dax on the floor. Now Stiffmeister L-triggering like we saw in the EU, but he couldn't pull the shot off.
Yeah, we saw a gorgeous goal earlier across the pond. Stiffmeister trying to do the same. He is the lone goal scorer here for Hidden Potential in the first period.
Courtesy of Dudley Do-Right. We'll talk about him in a little bit more, but Brandon will have some playoff updates. We have some people working backstage tonight for the NA broadcast in these playoffs, trying to bring all the hands in to give you all the scorelines as they happen. We'll have some more scoreline updates for you on the right-hand side of your screen, in addition to at the top bar, and then also via Brandon. So more to come as we play through the end of the first period here. Trying to get in front. Stiffmeister with a chance there. That shot, nice save there. Rebound, second effort, third effort as time expires here. Wow, Hidden Potential trying to pour it on right with the closing seconds of period number 1. However, going into the locker room at the end of 1, Hidden Potential, just a 1-0 lead, but an emphatic 1-0 lead.
Gorgeous goal by Stiffmeister. He's able to come out of that corner on the power play and beat Rombo. Gloved side. Exciting period. But I know, Brandon, you've got some tips from around the league as well, as it's been very exciting so far.
Oh yeah, Tegan, it's playoff hockey and the results come fast and thick in these junctures. No expectations, playing composure. They're up 1-0 in the third period. Prodigy up 3-1 against Helmet Boys in that series as well. These are all game 1s, by the way. And by the way, our former champion getting tested rather early in Olympia versus CBJ. 2-1 Olympia in the second period. They just got the goal to take the lead in that series. And then finally, No Mercy up 1-0 on insult to injury in the third period. So a lot of close games throughout our game 1s throughout the league. Hidden Potential in another one here getting the first goal. Will the Wicked be able to respond, or will the 7 seed continue to play the way they have through the first 20?
As we continue on here, period number 2. As we have lots of scores coming in. I'm looking at it now. Shot in. Short side angle. Rombo makes the save. And that just continues to be what we thought from Hidden Potential. I mean, they might be the better team here, Tegan, but so far, Wicked holding on. They just need to get some offensive zone time.
Yeah, I think Wicked is very much so lean on their goaltender type of hockey team. The stats show that. He's showing that here with the 7 saves already. We'll see if he can continue to shut the door against this very aggressive and skilled team.
As I don't know how long you can sustain that kind of pressure, at least defensively. Bend but don't break. Eventually you will break from a team like Hidden Potential.
Yeah, like I said, they're very, very skilled, but you never know. He's wearing number 86 in there. We know what he says, so we'll see.
Face-off win back by the Wicked to Watt. Flipped in, cross ice. Picked up by the Wicked. They've got it. Oh, good angle in to try to get a shot on. They do that little behind-the-back pass from down low. That seems to work sometimes. Rebound off the steal from Duck. Duck to Dax now. They'll fight from the corner. Out with it. Flipping it around. Looking for a way in. Duck's there again. Good steal. Sending it over to Sean. Sean raffles that one along. Stiffmeister. We'll hear his name a lot, as I think I talked about it in pre-show. I don't think I've called his name on ice in about 2 years, so nice to see him back on the ice, at least virtually here, for his team in Hidden Potential. That one's wrapped around. There's the Omaha attempt. He beats out the icing. There's the move we wanted to see, and that's what Stiffmeister's known best for. Duck to Stiffmeister on the give and go. Center point that skirts out of the zone. They'll have to go back and get it.
Yeah, watch for Hidden Potential to pull that round Omaha play off. They use those speedy wingers. They really like to get the puck around, and it's very successful for them.
It's a big chemistry move as well. Wrist shot with a lane, but Rombo able to make the save again. So trying to test him, trying to get him moving.
Yeah, and it is pretty amazing to see that Rombo, not only is he making these saves, these are quality scoring chances, as that one had a great opportunity to go bar down there, Nick.
Kept in the zone by Sean. CT's trying to keep it in as well. Can't do it as it falls to Duck's stick. Center ice area. They'll bring it through the neutral zone. Stolen, though. As Frostic goes and recovers it. Just fell to him. He'll slap shot that one around slowly as it's dumped in. but with not a lot on it. So then Hidden Potential can bring it back out. Duck up the right side, stops and goes at the right circle. From the corner now, he'll bring it along. Frostic up the ice now for his squad. Scores are coming in as you see there. Olympia over bMaJuH 4-1 in game number 1. There's your final update. That one's flipped in. Watt to Sean. So they can't get past the defense in Hidden Potential right now. This play moves on. Hidden Potential back on the attack once more. In down low. They'll circle it. Trying to look for a way up to the left point. Instead, they'll cut across the left circle. Trying to find their way through. There's a feed in front and a score! What an amazing goal there coming in on the give and go little ticky-tack kind of play as they cross through the front and get their goal here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I know Hidden Potential really well, and that's a signature play. They love to drop the defenseman down. You saw Heroic Duck on the other side, Nick, where he was trying to make some action on the right-hand side. They move that back over to Sean's side, and that's just a nice, easy cut play from the hash marks. You get him driving across the top of the crease. You hit him with that pass, and there you see it. It's been all Hidden Potential here, Nick, but I think we've got some more updates to run down with Brandon.
Yes, we do, Tegan. A few final scores. You're seeing some of them kind of matriculate on the right side, the top right of your screen. No expectations. The 18 seed defeating the 15 seed in composure, 1-0 in their game. We also had a few other ones. Monarchs over Pizza Potential 5-0. Olympia over bMaJuH 4-1, and Isles GT in a close one with Tropics 3-2 in the second period in that game.
As we go offside here, off the draw coming back. Great updates here as the playoffs continue on here in this best of 5 opening round for the Caps Gaming Showcase. Presented to you by Leidos, powered by Leaguegaming. Poke checks, outstretched sticks. Good steal there by Dax. Dax keeps it in the zone. He's met with Buffalo. Talk about Buffalo star here. Hopefully, if he can get something going. Rebound in front. Oh my God, what a chance there. As Sharzan able to make the first save. And I don't know if he had the angle to fire off that second one. Did the Wicked.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Charzan. He hasn't seen, I think that's his first shot of the second period there. He had one in the first period there, Nick, and he showed up big.
Face off to his left, picked up by the lefty Frostic, looking to just shove it in front. Finding a way in, maybe forcing it. Frostic can't keep that one onside.
Good effort there by Wicked to try and get something going. They've had a couple offensive zone face-offs. They have had a hard time getting around Duck and Sean. We'll see if they can get it in here.
Face-off there was one back. CT will throw it in, flipped up high into the air, into the corner. Wicked will come out with it, though. Frostic with lots of room up the left side. He clears the zone. Fed in front. And I thought he had that onside, but Buffalo just a step off, and we go offside. 3:10 to go in the second.
Continuously, the Wicked just having a hard time getting around Sean and Duck. They just can't seem to get into the zone, and they are just playing textbook defense here, our Hidden Potential.
Another offside warning. They'll have to touch up again. And they finally bring it back out. Flipped in. Lots of dumps and flips and chases. All working for Hidden Potential right now as the rubber band puck flies back to Duck. He'll pick it up, and he'll move it out. Banked in. That'll be icing with under a minute to go. No, they beat out the icing again. What an amazing effort there by Hidden Potential to do so. Right side for Frostic. Frostic skips past the defender. Fed in front. Good shot. Lots of traffic, though, as people were diving in front of that one. 3-on-1 back the other way for Watt. He was accosted. He just launches it out of the zone smartly as time expires. Period number 2 looks like a bit of a slowdown, but still 2-0 for Hidden Potential.
Yeah, 2-0 for Hidden Potential, and they're doing a fantastic job. We saw 1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the second, but I think it's their defense that we really need to talk about here, Brandon.
Oh yeah, we know how good that defensive pairing of Duck and Sean are back there for Hidden Potential. They can contribute on the offensive side. We all knew that. But their prowess defensively, being able to limit the chances that the opposition is able to get, it's really what makes the top defensemen so good, that they're able to contribute so well, not just on the breakouts and things of that nature, as we saw even Sean contribute on a goal for the second in the game, but on the defensive end, not allowing the opposition to set up in the offensive zone and to get past that blue line. Hidden Potential's been so good at that so far, and they've pretty much kept Charleston's job rather light for the most part in this game. I haven't really seen Wicked get any really high quality, high danger opportunities yet. We'll see if they can adjust and figure something out to break that open, but so far, a 10 out of 10 performance defensively by Hidden Potential.
Third period, game one, twitch.tv/Capitals for the Caps Gaming Showcase, presented to you by Leidos, powered by Leaguegaming. Hidden Potential up 2-0 as you see Scary Hours over Magical 3-0. See if the Wicked can pull one off here and force an overtime, maybe go-ahead goal here. Chance in front. As it's sent along for Dax. Dax 2-on-1 if they hurry here. Got the centerman up with him in Josh and Buffalo. Dropped it off, though, for Frostic as the defense for Hidden Potential came all the way back. Backhanded chance there. Can't get that past the goalie in Sharzan so far. Sauce pass intercepted by CT. CT for Ronaldinho. He's got it again, slowing things down. Time is on their side right now. But the Wicked still pressing on the attack. They've got to get some zone time here and sustain some pressure. In deep now, wrapped around the back of the net. Good effort, backhand chance off the pads. And Frostic was in there at the doorstep but couldn't get it home. Stiffmeister now through the blue line. Not for long, though, as that one's interfered with and brought out by the defense for the Wicked. Stiffmeister's there, though, in front of the penalty box area as Duck will scoop it free. Out now for his D partner and Sean once again, now with speed through the neutral zone. They've changed their approach, but they go offside 13-22 in the third period of game one.
Yeah, good job by the Wicked here, taking a little page out of Hidden Potential's book, not letting them into the zone, shutting it down at the line. If they continue to do this and maybe get a little offense on Chars in there like they have been, this could be a different hockey game as it is only 2-0.
CT on the left side of your screen. He's gotten checked off that puck. It's wrapped around behind the net. Couple of poke checks there. Out comes with it is the Wicked, but it's stolen by Sean. Ronaldinho up to CT. Wrist shot blocked by his own man. In from the corner now, behind the net once more. Banked off the boards, and it will come up for Dax. Dax met there with some opposition by Sean in the defense, the right defenseman, who's been all over the ice right now for his team, and has got the goal there that gave them that 2-goal lead here in the second period. Halfway through the frame of the third period, though, time running out for the Wicked. They've got to get one here. Buffalo Star looped it around. Slow pass up for Frostic. Frostic gets that one thrifted from him. Stiffmeister with a lane, had that stick lift on him. Couldn't get the shot off. Pushed along behind the net. In for Buffalo Star once more. Sent out now for Dax. Dax will try to get past Sean the best way he knows how, but still can't beat Sean on that left side. He's tried everything so far. Up top now for Sean. In from the circle. Blocked. Back to his stick. He'll spin with it. Leave it off at the half boards. Now down low for CT. Cycle now picking up here for Hidden Potential. Late stages of the third period. As the Wicked finally gets that one out of the zone. Kind of kicked it to Sharzan's stick. I don't know if they'll count that as a shot. That might be his second shot he's faced in 2 periods. Ronaldinho keeps that in. Wrist shot, slap shot rather, from low angle. But that was saved by Rombo. 3-on-1 here, dangerous. In front, backhand chance. Good save there by Rombo again. CT just going to work here. Along with Dings and Stiffmeister, the forwards really putting it on right now as they try to dangle that one in front. And the defense there by Watt took that one away.
Rombo just so good there for the Wicked. If he continues to just make these saves here and they get themselves a goal, they need a big goal at the other end. They're getting big saves at their own end.
Coming up on 100 seconds remaining in this contest of regulation hockey as they tried to get that one up to Buffalo Star. That was the chance there, but Dax couldn't get that pass on to his target. It's flipped back in down low. Real time 60 seconds to conclude this period of hockey. Frostic with speed. Backhand, forehand, couldn't get the shot in. 4 men in front. That one's blocked down. Stiffmeister and CT go 2-2 into the zone from another flip in. Duck now out for Sean. Sean with a slap shot. Good save by Rombo. Time ticking down here. Dax. He's got it. Spins in front. Trying to drive that middle lane. He's got it from the corner. Good shot in there. What an effort by Josh. He got that shot on. Better save by Sharzan for right now. Time winding down. 16 seconds here. Hidden potential from the corner. Now down low. Wrap around chance. And he scores, and that's the danger from CT.
Great play there by Hidden Potential to get that puck moved around down low. They're so dangerous around that net. And there is a very, very quick wrap. He gets the right animation, and CT, like you said, puts the dagger in.
So that's going to do it for game number 1. At the end of it, Hidden Potential 3. As long as this scoreline holds. I got ahead of myself there. Time now. Oh, now we got a penalty. So all but a formality. Mere elementary, my dear Watson, they say. As they'll take this draw. And it should conclude the game here. Hidden Potential 3. The Wicked, none. Sharzan gets a shutout in the playoffs and takes this game 1-0, 3-0.
Great effort here by Charzan and Hidden Potential. Hidden Potential only giving up 5 shots. Their defense was absolutely phenomenal. Brandon, we talked about how this would probably be a goaltending battle, and it sure has been.
Oh yeah, Sharzan making the saves that he needed to on the back end, and a great job from the Hidden Potential defense, not really letting the Wicked get a lot going for themselves. They only had that 5 shots on net, but they didn't have a lot of time on attack there in that game either. It's something that when we were kind of going into the pregame opening that you and me touched on, Tegan. How would that time on attack and shot differential kind of show itself in this series? Hidden Potential having win that time on attack battle by a pretty good margin, a little bit over 2-minute difference between the two sides in terms of the average time on attack, and a 55-minute difference in time on attack differential. So we kind of saw that come to fruition there in that game 1. The Wicked just not able to get anything established. Hidden Potential locking things down at the neutral zone and then just applying the pressure on the offensive end. And when you have so much talent on Hidden Potential the way they do, it's going to be really hard to beat, especially when they're in their own zone. They can really get things clicking.
Not only that, the Wicked having a very, very hard time getting in and around Sean and around Heroic Duck. They like to lay the body. They're very quick with their sticks. They get very aggressive in the offensive zone. You saw Heroic Duck behind the goal line a couple times. You saw Sean come down with that great cut goal with CT. Those guys are doing everything from the back end. And when you have that type of support behind you in Charzan, and then you look back and you see Sean and Heroic Duck, you have to be confident as a team and as a forward group in Hidden Potential.
Yeah, and it's what really separates those elite teams, and obviously Hidden Potential definitely in that tier of elite teams. It's these teams where you can put kind of all the names on a wheel and you spin it, and you can really just have anyone on that wheel selected, and that they are going to make a difference no matter who is out there. As long as there's a player on that team wearing that jersey, they're going to be a difference maker, whether it be one of the forwards, one of the defensemen, and obviously Sharzan being the main goalie in that for Hidden Potential. But it just goes to show you how well this team is as a collective unit of 6. I mean, Sharzan being able to make those saves back there, but he didn't have to really do anything too crazy in that game for them to get that win. Duck and Sean, like you said, locking it down on the defensive end, not letting the Wicked get past them, keeping everything in front of them, and then you have your forwards and Stiff, Dings, and CT that are able to just dominate the zone and keep possession and make opportunities for themselves the way they are. And the wildest thing about it is that this isn't a forward line that has a lot of chemistry together. We're used to seeing shots out there with CT. So this time it's Dings at center and Stiff at the left wing, and they look like they've been playing together for years. It just goes to show you how talent and IQ can mesh together and really make a special unit, and Hidden Potential showed that in game 1. We'll see if the Wicked has any adjustments to make to the final response in game 2, because they're going to have to play a little better than they did in game 1 to change the result.
So, Brandon, is it going to be the Wicked who comes out after their first loss in 7 games and answer, or is it going to be the defense and goaltending of Hidden Potential that fires away again tonight?
I think they're going to have to find a way to break past the defense on that neutral zone play. It's going to be tough to do so, and it's funny because they came in playing so well, but it's a bit of a different animal when you're playing a team that was the runner-up in Season 1 and was the number 2 seed in the entire regular season in Season 2 and a top 10 seed in Season 3. It's just a little bit different when you're matching up against a team like this, but if they can find a way to break past them on the defense, especially in that neutral zone, to set up some offensive plays, you like their chances, but I think that's the big thing. How do you get past Sean and Duck? We'll see if the Wicked learned anything. We'll see if they adjusted anything. The game 2, hot and ready on your screen right now.
Hot and ready. I believe there's a pizza in order for that, but the pizza might have potential. Plays on words are always fun. Meanwhile, game number 2, twitch.tv/capitals. Hidden Potential, the Wicked. As the jerseys have changed and the teams have changed, we're following Hidden Potential now as they go offside here. Hidden Potential in the white jerseys going north on your screen. The Wicked in those orange and blues going south on your screen. So a quick change to what we're following. This could be my plea for spectator mode. Once per broadcast, I'll make it here. Play continues on now. Wrapped up top. Sean's got it. He'll lose it from the blue line. Dax is met with a check there in front of the penalty box area. Sent along and down for Sean once more. Sean, slap shot along, looking for that Omaha chance. Beats out the icing. Sent in front. Middle area. That's Dings looking to bury that one. It's moved out for Dax once more. Dax up the right side. Met by Josh down there. His teammate, as we got a penalty. Hidden Potential draws one, or gets drawn one. And going to the box there will be Hidden Potential for the first time in game 2.
That's going to be Sean, too, who's the D-man. He's been playing very, very good out here. We'll see if they can kill this off.
PK's going to have to go to work here. There's Buffalo Star with a slap shot in from the D-pass by him. Saved nicely by Sharzan. Both teams top 10 in special teams during the regular season. We'll see how that shakes out for this special teams attempt, as that one's just shoved in home by Buffalo Star. So a power play goal by force et tu brute, they say, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, there it is. You've got what looked like Charzan hopping off the post a little bit. Maybe thought the pass was coming across, wanted to get over there early. Buffalo Star holds on and squeezes that one in.
Yeah, they came in and stuffed it. They stuffed crust pizza that one, I guess you could say, in keeping with the pizza puns for the beginning of game 2, as that was another penalty drawn here.
Now we're going to see Dings go to the box, and that's taking your defenseman out. You're taking your center out of the game now, and they got to smarten up here.
Got to smarten up and do something different, because that's 2 in a row that aren't boding well for this offense that's been firing on all cylinders up until this point. Go offside here, 12:50 to go in the first period. Lots of action so far.
Lots of action is right. Lots of action around the league. We'll get that to that shortly here with Brandon, but we're going to have to see if Hidden Potential can kill this off first.
HP looking to get some HP as we go over to Brandon. Some playoff updates afoot.
You know, let's go ahead and get the last topping of the pizza conversation. Pizza Potential and Monarchs in their game 2, 1-1 in their game in the third period. Isles GT beat Tropics in game 1, 5-2, and no expectations, losing 1-0 in composure in the second period in their game 2 after taking game 1.
As long as there's no pineapples, I'm fine with it. Exception being if there's roasted jalapenos. That's for another conversation. Meanwhile, they're looking to kill off this penalty here. 40 seconds left on it, giving horse chase there. Stiffmeister's got it, lots of speed. Trying to drive that one to the middle. Buffalo Star, the man with the stick right now, who got that go-ahead goal to break open the first goal by the Wicked in this series just a little bit ago. Stolen by Stiffmeister, not for long. Watt recovered. Slap shot in front. And Buffalo Star, great effort to kind of bring that one together for his team in the Wicked. They look really different here in game number 2 as they tried to get another goal here, but Hidden Potential killed off that penalty. Dings, give and go. Trying to get to it there. Will be Duck. He will. He couldn't keep it in the zone. Dax has that. Now up left side. Good shot in. Watt's going to pick it in down low. Buffalo Star. Slap shot in. Second effort. He scores. So just as quick as he got the first one, he gets the rebound and brings that home. It's 2-0 for the Wicked.
Yeah, that's a fantastic goal by Josh as he follows up on that rebound. Buffalo Star, he just takes it right to the net. Good rebound play. And you know what? The Wicked, they came out wanting this one, and it shows. Hidden Potential sitting back a little bit. And the Wicked just doing great stuff here, Nick.
They're putting the pressure on, and Hidden Potential, man. They've got to be beside themselves right now, Limer, especially because this is not what they expected after winning game one so decisively.
Yeah, you can't come out kind of soft, though. You got to build on it. We saw it in the Euro side where, you know, after a big win, a team came out with a great answer and won the next game, and that's what you're seeing from the Wicked here. Hidden Potential is going to have to grow on this.
Face-off one back by the Wicked. Buffalo Star will assist that one. He's got 1 goal, 1 assist. Dax now, wrist shot, goes wide. Fought from the corner. Out with it, Stiffmeister, as he was waiting for it across the left circle. Buffalo Star once more. He's going to go to work here and just create lots of havoc right now. That's what we're seeing. He's all over the ice. Hidden Potential slowing things down smartly at this point. Lots of time left in this game. As they get crossed up at the blue line. A little bit of miscommunication here, Tegan, from Hidden Potential.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting for me to see. Not something we're used to seeing from Hidden Potential here. Getting their wires crossed at the line and kind of just standing there. You know, maybe a bit of frustration being shown here.
Got to get it together here in this best of 5. This is game number 2. Won by Hidden Potential. Working behind the net. Watt trying to bring it out. Can't do so. Sean will pick it up. Slap shot in. That goes wide. Stiffmeister off the rebound. He's going to go give chase. He's got there again. Stiffmeister once more. Trying to force that one through. And out comes with it is the Wicked. From the corner there. That one's stolen away. And Duck will bring it along. Under 100 seconds here in the first period. Duck to Sean with a shot there coming in, and Rombo flashes and kicks out that kick save little pad there. Makes the save here with 1:19 to go.
Yeah, Rombo has been just so good here for the Wicked, and they've come out and got a couple goal lead, and when your goaltender is playing this hot, it is tough for an opposing team to come back.
Yeah, even losing 3-0, he saved like 11 billion shots in game number 1. That's an exaggeration, but he did get tested a lot early on. You can't withstand that, and you can't win a game by scoring 0 goals. So facing off of that, kind of feeding off of what he did there, now we see Rombo make another great save. Last minute effort there to put a shot on, but time will expire. So we go into the locker room, a different scoreline here. This time the Wicked 2-0 over Hidden Potential.
You know, you almost had me with that 11 billion shot total, but Brandon, we'll jump over to you as I know there's some updates about the game and as well as from around the league.
Oh yeah, composure, no expectation, still at that 1-0 score. Highlanders 2-1 right now over TR5 in the second period. They lead that series 1-0. Red Light 2-0 lead over Veterans as they also lead the series 1-0. And Hit List beats Momentum 3-2 in a Game 1 final. That was going to be a interesting series throughout. But how about the series on our screen? The Wicked up on Hidden Potential 2-0. And I think that you and Nick kind of hit it on the head. You can just feel the sense of urgency that the Wicked is playing with in this game. And it kind of reminds me of Game 2 in our EU series earlier when Prima Esport won that Game 1. Arctic came out in Game 2, was all over Prima, and you're seeing the Wicked do the same thing, just applying the pressure, putting on shots. We'll see if Hidden Potential can respond, but a great bounce-back period right there from the Wicked in the first 2.
Period number 2 underway here. As the Hidden Potential looks to try to regroup here in this period. Wicked looking to pour it on. Tie this game up at 1 game apiece. Dropped off for Sean. He's got some pressure on him. That'll be sent in down low from Duck. Out comes with it, though. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Dax, right side. Good poke check by Dings coming in late there. Now CT's got it. There was Stiff, and there's back to CT looking for a lane from Dings. Couldn't connect. The Wicked with a shot rebound. Chance in front. Good way for Hidden Potential to Try to push that one out of the harm's way for now. It gets a little bit dangerous here with these two squads as the Wicked, I did not expect to see this from them kind of respond the way they did. They've done so, and they look to continue to pour it on.
In potential, looks like they're not taking as many shots as they did in game one as well. They noticed that Rombo was a great gate goaltender, put a lot of pucks on net, peppered him pretty hard in the first period. Things have kind of slowed down. They're looking for the play Hidden Potential is now, and that may just not be the way against this team.
Got to get shots on net quickly here as they try to deke out Rambo. He didn't move. Or Rombo, rather. Big hit there on Sean. That was Dax laying the boom.
I think you can call him either or. He's playing like Rambo right now.
Does feel like that, doesn't it? Sean in for Dings. Dings looking for CT, but Stiffmeister on the one-timer cross-ice feed gets picked off by the Wicked. Fed up now for Stiffmeister. He's got a lane, but draws a penalty. Smart penalty there to take if you're the Wicked.
Yeah, it's a great penalty. I was just going to say that as well, Nick. A 200 IQ penalty. As he takes that one, it would have been a 3-on-1. And this offensive group on Hidden Potential is very dangerous. So take the 2 minutes.
Power play afoot here in the umbrella formation. Ducks going to keep this one in the zone right now. Sean getting in down low in front for CT. Good lane in, and they are just collapsing on him is the Wicked right now, Tegan.
Yeah, good stuff here. They know to trust their goaltender, block the pass, let him take the shoot, or he's going to make the save most of the time.
Number 6 power play versus number 7 PK right now, and that's the 6th ranked power play going to work. That's a response by Hidden Potential. It's now 2-1.
What a great pass that is, and that's what all these goals have kind of come off, haven't they, Nick? Have been amazing passes. Sean received one across the top of the crease in the last game. This time he hits Dings, and no mistake here by Hidden Potential.
As now the lead is cut to 1. So we'll have to see if Hidden Potential is getting this back together here. For now, it looks like that's the case. Duck thwarting that effort. Star will pick it up in the neutral zone. Star's got it yet again. Trying to dance along. Stiffmeister will make sure that doesn't happen. Fought at the blue line, and it goes into the bench or the stands or somewhere.
Yeah, somebody got that puck regardless. But, you know, it's just in this period here, it's kind of flipped the script, hasn't it, Nick? As we're now seeing the Wicked not be able to get into the zone of HP. The defense starting to play like they did in game one. It's going to be interesting how the third period turns out.
Lady from Shawanigan. Thank you, Brandon, in our production chat. As we move along here, 5:30 to go in the second period, game number 2. Josh has it from the left corner. Danced up with it for Duck now. Duck up right side. It's lots of speed for CT. He's in the zone. Left off for Josh. Sorry, Dings. Now Josh has it, rather. I knew that was foretelling. It was future telling. I was telling what was going to happen, and Josh took it away. Banked off the boards. Sean will send it around the back of the net. Out for Duck. He'll start again. Out of the zone. Flipped in. There's the flipping we saw at the beginning of game number 1 for Hidden Potential. Not seen too much of that in game number 2 so far, Tegan.
Yeah, and it was very successful, so it's confusing why they moved away from that. The shots on goals, the dump and chase, the aggressiveness of Hidden Potential was very, very successful and got what, in my opinion, got them the win. But let's pop over to Brandon as he's got a couple updates for us.
Oh yeah, a few finals from game 1. Mars defeats Virtual Brothers 2-1 to take the 1 series lead. And how about Delusions? We saw them last week. They lost game 1 to 28th seed Evolutional 4-2-3. So a few finals coming in. Game 2's starting to come in here as well.
Under a minute to go in the second period here. Stiffmeister with some speed. CT's going to pick it up off the loose puck effort. Dings from behind the net. Stiffmeister wrapped around in front. Final 5 seconds here, slapped on. I love to see that slap on. Rombo making the save there, and that's going to do it for the second period. So going into 3, Hidden Potential knocking at the door. It's 2-1.
There was a lot of time on the clock when he took that slap shot there. That was pretty surprising, and Tarzan had to be sharp there, Brandon.
Oh yeah, you know when you have a goalie like Charizard, you gotta maybe give him a different look here or there, but he was all over it there and stayed sharp on that save. But hey, if you're hitting potential, considering you didn't play your best hockey in the first 20 minutes or so, to cut this lead down to half, gotta be encouraging. They really start to revert back to what we saw work for them in game one. They only had one shot in about a minute time on attack in the first period. What you saw there for a split second, about 4 shots in a little bit over 4 minutes of time on attack now, so about 3 and 3 minutes in the second period. They're really starting to get things going. I would not feel comfortable if I am the Wicked. They could really benefit from getting another goal because you know with this talent that Hidden Potential has and the way they play, they could easily get another one to tie this game, and you do not want that. You want to have that cushion as much as you can if you're the Wicked. So can they hold on? Is it enough? Let's see, Nick.
You need at least one to force OT. You know they can score. Period number 3 underway here. Slap shot around. There's the Omaha we saw. Stiffmeister's there to pick it up. Now Sean's got it in the zone now. They're established. Banks it to himself. Errantly, but it worked. Right side, CT dancing. Stiffmeister left side behind the net working. Back to CT. CT in front. Stiffmeister chance. Can't get the shot off. Sean bounced off his skate. CT from the right side. Lays it back off to Sean. Back in down low. Quick passes forming here. Trying to find Stiffmeister, and that one's taken away by Watt. Watt looking great there, not shifting out of position to come away from that puck. Flipped in by the Wicked.
Hidden Potential doing a good job in the offensive zone, Nick. It's just confusing why they keep trying to force it through the slot there. It looks like the Wicked has 8 guys there. They only have 5 guys on the ice, so maybe get it back to the point, put a shot on, or maybe that self-side one-timer they like so much, but just forcing that puck through, it's just going off 13 skates.
Makes you wonder here, Tegan, at why some teams kind of get away from their game. And we see it a lot in these high tense situations. Sometimes you just get away from your game. You got to get back to it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think that's what we're experiencing here in game 2.
14 minutes to play here in the third period of regulation, game number 2 hockey. Stiffmeister gonna keep it in the zone for now. Watt's going to clear it out. Finally, it'll skirt past a couple of sticks. Find its way back out to center. Starting again for Hidden Potential. CT up the right side. CT spins. Tries to leave that one for Sean. Dax will pick it off. Forced in deep now for the Wicked. They've been quiet in the offensive zone in this period so far. It's been a lot of Hidden Potential on the attack as the shot comes in. I don't know if Rombo got a piece of it, but a good save there nonetheless. At least by the defense collectively. Wrapped in for Stiffmeister. Wrapped along for Duck. Back to Duck. He's got it on his stick again. A shot through, blocked in front, deflected to the right. Now Dings. Dings to Duck. Stiffmeister. Back on the outside. Looking for a way in. Trying to find that force through, trying to find that lane. Hasn't been successful, but they got some time here to work on it. But not if Dax has anything to do about it, as he keeps that one away from the would-be offensive opposition. Fed up, nice pass to CT. Dropped off for Sean. Stiffmeister was there. Couldn't find his way to corral that one in. Good steal here. CT with a shot there. That one just goes right by Rombo's stick. Now CT again with a wrist shot. Good save by Rombo. Watts trying to get it out of harm's way. He does so. Dax off the bank pass. Now to Josh. Josh down low. Black Buffalo Star. Oh, that one's stolen. Nicely. 2-on-2 here forming. Everyone's back here for the Wicked, though. Under 5 to play in third period hockey. 2-1 for the Wicked in game number 2. Coming in late is Stiffmeister. He's there. Drop it off for Dings to Duck. Duck sidestepping. Gets a shot in, but it's blocked and pushed out of the zone. Gonna go give chase for it, though. He will get there. Send it around for Sean to bring it back out. Now time's winding down here as they got to get a move on. If you're Michael Franti, you're saying everybody on a move. Sean now gets wrecked again. Stiffmeister. Got to leave that one for CT. You couldn't find him.
Yeah, that was a bit of an errant pass. That could have been perfect. He was wide open back door. Stiffmeister couldn't connect, and we spoke about this in period 1. 2 goals
That
is
one off
all that's needed here. What a save. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, that one off the iron as it came in late there. Second shot by Dings, also bounced off of the pads of Rombo. Under a minute to play here, they got to step on it. Dings to Duck. Bounced off of a stick, slap shot blocked. Back out to Duck. Left point to right point, shot comes in. Good save by Rombo. He waffle boards that one away. Low angle shot behind the net there, that was dangerous. Rombo able to stay on the short side, hold the post. That shot comes in, kick save by Rombo. Rombo going to work here yet again, 30 seconds left. Stiffmeister trying to bring that one back in. He will, but it's offside at 26 seconds in the game.
Yeah, Nick, this is good stuff. And like we said for the Wicked, if they get 2 goals, they can look back at Rombo and just rely on him. That's what they've done here, and it has been phenomenal.
Faceoffs are double for the Wicked. They don't win one here, though. They needed to. Duck, center point, wrist shot, rebounded and blocked. Still in the zone. They're going to work here. Haven't pulled the goalie. Fought from the corner. Final 10 seconds. Dings trying to behind the back pass. Fell just short. Sean's going to try to step up and pinch. He did. Josh has it, though. Dumps it in deep, and that's going to do it. So the Wicked upset hidden potential in game number 2. Tie the series at 1-1 and win this game 2-1.
What a game there from the Wicked. Fantastic stuff as they just put hidden potential in the back burner like they didn't matter there and came in with a W.
Yeah, Tegan, and it's interesting because you kind of saw it for a split second there. The Wicked, they didn't really dominate that game after the first 15 minutes or so. Only 5 shots and 242, if I'm correct, in time on attack throughout the entire game. That is not often numbers that you will win with, but hey, man, you have Rombo playing the way that he is in net. The defense held it down just enough to limit the opportunities. You saw they were going hidden potential, that is, for those cross-crease through the slot plays. The Wicked just not giving it to them. May have not been the flashiest or the prettiest win, but they don't ask how. They ask how many, and they ask, did you win? And for the Wicked, the answer was yes.
The answer was yes, and Rambo, holy, this guy played phenomenal. And I think that's what the Wicked rely on. You go in, you get a couple of goals, and you can actually stand on your goaltender. There were so many saves he made in that third period. He was just phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing with it too. When you have a goalie like Rombo that is playing the way he is, it's not like this is just a one-off thing. He has been playing to this caliber all season long. We said how one of the big difference makers in this game was going to be the goalies, Rombo and Charzan, 2 top 5 goalies statistically in the league throughout the tournament. Both of them with around 85 save percentages and under a 2 goals a game average. So both of these guys with that ability to stand on their head. Well, Rombo wasn't able to get a win in game 1 despite playing well. He was rewarded and rewarded well in game 2. Stood on his head really in that game, and has a good case to be the first star with the way he played some major saves. And if you're hitting potential, you can't really do much more and say, well, you know, their goalie did well. He was hot. He made some big saves. Nothing more you can do but look on to game 3. It's still a 1-1 series, and now it's a best of 3.
And now it is a best of 3, and well, the Wicked is pretty familiar with winning these as of recent, and this is what we said you have to watch out for. One of your goaltenders has a little bit of a mishap. You come off a post, they end up getting one on their own, and just like that, you can't put 2 past Rombo, and you know, you're in a scenario where now you're in a best of 3.
Yeah, and I think that's just the tough thing there because, you know, you had that 15 minutes where the Wicked were really all over it. They had most of their offensive chances within the first 15 minutes of the game, and then from that point on, it was either all the neutral zone or all hidden potential, but it kind of just goes to show you that all 60 minutes really matter. Hidden potential was just never able to come back from that run that they had throughout the first 15 minutes of the game, the Wicked that is, and they were able to hold that through with the way that Rombo was playing. It's not that hidden potential played a bad game. They, honestly, you could debate, they outplayed the Wicked through the majority of that game outside of that stretch, but like I said, every minute in the playoffs matters. Every minute in each game matters. So it's just one of those things. The Wicked, they were able to hold on to that 2-0 lead they got early. Rombo was fantastic in that, and they were able to ride his performance all the way out to tie this one 1-1. And now they look at the game 3 with a hot goalie and maybe a little bit of momentum going for themselves. We'll see how hidden potential responds. But man, you gotta feel good if you're the Wicked with the way your goalie is playing behind you.
Yeah, you have to feel very good. And now does that become the game plan? Get a couple in and rely on Rombo.
Man, I think it's, to me at least, as great as Rombo has been, it's tough to really rely on your goalie to kind of say, hop in the backpack and let me take you along to round two. It's really tough to do that, especially when you're playing a team like Hidden Potential, because if you play with fire too much, you give them too much time, too many opportunities, one of them is going to go win, whether it be them getting it from just beating Rombo or just having one trickle through the net. It's just hard to have yourself have that much pressure and to not have something break at one point or another. I think still, if you're the Wicked, you didn't really get enough opportunities or time of attack in that game too, but what you did early on in that game combined with the way that Rombo played was kind of enough to see you through and get that win. But me personally, if I am them, I have a hard time saying, okay, if we get 6 shots on net a game in 3 minutes time on attack and score on 3 of them, that we will go ahead and win the series. It's just hard to say that with the team and Hidden Potential on the other side, the way they're able to score, the way they're able to play, and the way that when they get things going, they can really do it well. So I think they're going to have to get opportunities going for themselves a little bit more than what they have been, but you do feel good that even if you haven't been playing your best, you have a great goalie behind you that has continued to be great through the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, so we said it was going to be a goaltending battle. It has been so far. The defense of Duck and Sean, definitely not what they were in game 1.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough, right? Because obviously they didn't really get a lot after the first period, and you look at the stats and you're like, oh, well, the defense did great. They only had 6 shots. They only had about 2.5 minutes of time on attack. They just couldn't get anything going on offense. But like we said, every minute matters, and it felt like throughout the 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes of the game, the Wicked were just all over Hidden Potential. And then even though the shifts kind of changed a little bit and the gears switched, they just weren't able to get enough in time to come back. So it just kind of shows you cannot let a team get an established run too early and too often and too big, because like I said, those 2 initial goals, that was enough. That's all it took with the way that Rombo was playing. So you cannot allow the Wicked, if you're Hidden Potential, to get that big lead on you, because even though we said, you can't rely on Rombo too much, he's going to do his job back there. So if you get that big deficit, you're asking for a pretty tall task to clear to come back from too large of a deficit.
And if you're Wicked at this point, you're just looking to ride out this hot goaltender. You put a couple of goals in and just try and get as many as you can each game and just hope Rombo's only going to give up 1 or 2. And if your goalie back there is giving up 1 or 2 in this sweaty of a playoff scenario, you have punctured a pretty good ticket.
Oh yeah, and I think that most teams, when you look at it, like if our goalie is hot enough to win us this series, especially when you have one that's been one of the top goalies in the tournament, you feel rather good about your chances. I think the big question is how many goals can the Wicked put in, because let's not forget about the great goalie on the other side in Charzan. He is able to steal games himself, so obviously it's easy to talk about how great Rombo was, and rightfully so, but Hidden Potential have an elite goalie on the other side in Charzan as well, and you kind of wonder what happens if Charzan gets hot and steals a game for Hidden Potential.
Exactly.
That is very capable of happening, especially against a team in the Wicked that hasn't gotten a lot of shots on net and not a lot of time on attack throughout this series. So it kind of goes both ways. I think the big thing is who's able to attack and attack first, and how much are they able to do so. We saw in game 1, Hidden Potential were able to do it, and they won. Game 2, the Wicked, the same thing, and they won that game as well. So who's able to strike first and pounce, because they can rely on their defense and goaltending to ride that out and keep things in front of them for the most part. And I think that's kind of going to be the trend throughout this series with the way the first 2 games have gone.
So, Brandon, on either side, is it going to be defense, goalie, forwards? Who's it going to be for the Wicked, and who's it going to be for Hidden Potential here in game 3?
I think for the Wicked, I think you kind of have to continue to go with the guy that we've gone to in Rombo, of how great he has played. He's really been amazing, and obviously, like you said, I know obviously the Wicked not getting the most chances that you would ideally want, but you have to credit their defense on the other side too. You mentioned it in the middle of that second period, Tegan. Hidden Potential, they were really looking for those slot plays, and the Wicked were not giving it to them. It takes a good defensive effort to do that, so credit Frosting and Watt for shutting that down and knowing what they were doing. And I think for Hidden Potential, I have a hard time believing that we have heard the last of Stiffmeister. He's one of the great forwards in NHL esports. He can turn and score at any point throughout a game, and I have a hard time believing that we don't call his name a few more times. But it's a 1-1 series, a best of 3. Who's going to take it, Tegan and Lime? Or excuse me, Tegan and Nick? Can't wait to hear you guys on the call. Should be a fun one.
Ticket and lime sounds like a fun drink, doesn't it? It sounds like a fun, stiff drink. A Stiffmeister, 409 goals there. You're right. I heard like echoes and fog machines and like the great Stiffmeister. We haven't heard the last of him. There's a folklore to be written, chiseled in stone. Rather than that, though, we're into game 3. Jerseys have changed. Maroons going north. That's hidden potential. South the wicket and the whites donned with black. We go offside here. What are you expecting to see from a response from hidden potential? Just more of what we saw in the first game there, Tegan?
Yeah, I think they just need to get back to the way they were playing in game 1. They kind of steered away from their hockey game. Anytime your team does that, it's not a good scenario.
Got a big playoff implication lined up here for you in just a little bit. We'll go to Brandon for that in just a moment. Hidden potential. Back on the attack here. They're in the zone. Trying to find their way in. Dinking, dunking, looking for lanes. Stiffmeister in the back. In front, fed there. Dings couldn't pull the trigger. Backhand chance, rebound. He scores! There's Stiffmeister, his 410th goal of his career in NHL 22, and they've got a 1-0 lead here early.
So maybe this is going to turn into a home team scenario here, Nick, we've seen hidden potential come out at their 2 games at home pretty strong. The Wicked came out at home pretty strong. So maybe a little bit of server selection here, as we know that pays tribute pretty well in NHL.
That home ice advantage. Meanwhile, Brandon, we've got a playoff here to talk about, don't we?
Oh yeah, we have a few updates here. Scary Hours, the first team to move on to round 2. They sweep Magical 3-0. Isles GT beats Tropics in game 2 to move up 2-0 in their series. And how about no expectations? They beat Composure 3-2 in game 2, so they are 1 win away from knocking out a potential championship contender in Composure, up 2-0 in their series.
Big move there. Scary Hours over Magical in a sweep. That was the shocker we saw as Magical was looking to really make a run this playoff, but ran into a unstoppable force early on. Face-off won back by hidden potential. They'll flip it in. Right behind Rombo. I Rombo, you Rombo, he, she, they Rombo. It's first grade, SpongeBob. Anyway, that slap shot doesn't make it all the way through. Not a lot of speed on it. Dings in front, fed there for Stiffmeister, looking for his second goal. Couldn't get attacked to it, or attached to it rather. That shot there blocked by Sean. Sean up for Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister's got some room. Stop from the corner. Send it around. CT, wrist shot there, short side, saved by Rombo. He throws it out. It's February. Stiffmeister plays that one in. Dings to Stiff. Stiff gets lost behind there and somehow draws a penalty. That's going to be interference. So goes on the power play here. Can make this one 2-0.
Hidden potential with a great opportunity here, Nick. Come out and get a couple goals. We know that was enough for Wicked. Good job by them. We'll see if they can capitalize.
And an upset alert here coming shortly. We'll fill you in as we can. Meanwhile, the play stays here. Sean Aldino brings it back in on the man advantage. He'll commandeer this one. Center point, slap shot comes in. Blocked in front. Sean picks it up from the right boards. Right board, Stiffmeister. Backhand chance, the no look to Rombo. And he won't pass it out this time. He'll hold on. Let's send it over to Brandon. Upset alert incoming.
A couple of updates from our amazing Dudley Do-Right in the back, feeding us some of these scores. An upset alert, Vigilance, the last team in, upsetting the #1 seed in Instinct, 5-0 in game 2. Also, Mars beats Virtual Brothers 2-1, and Olympia continuing to do what they do. They win versus CBJ in game 2, 3-0.
Vigilance over Instinct. Wow. That's huge. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Dudley. Thank you, Tegan, for being here. Dings. In front to CT, and he scores while he gets checked. That one came in quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it's 2-0.
What a goal by HP, and I'm starting to wonder here if this is what it is. You got your fans in the rink, you got the jerseys on there. We see another great cut play. CT comes in and he slips that one far side. We saw Sean get the exact same goal. It was just reversed this time.
You got a guy like Rotzi in the chat right now for sure. He's cheering on the team. You know, you got everything feeling it right now. I think that's what they say. That you're feeling it.
Yeah, the boys are buzzing, if you will.
As we are here, twitch.tv/Capitals. Stiffmeister going back to work. CT tries to get a quick pass there. That's that quick 1-2 that you alluded to as Sean levels out Dax there. What a big hit. Now the Wicked looking to get something going on offense. They've been shut down right now through this first period. In down low. Dings. Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister's going to circle with it for a little bit. Fight off a checker there in Dings. Dings will just lay it back to Duck. Duck will throw it back into the half boards. Now back around the net for CT. CT. Right side dancing, just slowing things down smartly. Not taking any chances. There's Josh finally taking that one away. He'll clear it out. Watt, the left side, speed on him now. He's going to force it in. Final 30 seconds here. Fed up now for CT. 2-on-2, they're going to go at it. Final 5 seconds. In front. Sean bounces off of a skate in front for Rombo, and he holds on.
What a save by Rombo as he gets in the way of that one. That was off his own player's skate. He was able to capitalize, though, Nick.
Not a lot of time left on here. That should do it. It will. So going into the locker room at the end of one in game number 3, Hidden Potential back on top. It's 2-0.
2-0 is right, and we're kind of in a little bit of reverse scenario here, Brandon, where it seems like that was the Wicked last game.
Yeah, it was the Wicked last game, and it feels like this series has just been back and forth and back and forth. Feels like whatever one team does, the other team comes back and does it right the next game. The Wicked, they were up 2-0 in game 2. They did it in game 3. Now Hidden Potential, and how about the defense of Hidden Potential? No shots allowed, just 36 seconds in the offensive zone for the Wicked in this game, and that just kind of goes to show you how well Hidden Potential is as a team. We knew they would respond. It was going to be interesting to see how they did. Lime, you kind of said, well, the defense for Hidden Potential, it could have maybe been a little better there through that first period. Well, challenge accepted. We rose questions. They had answers. A dominant period 1 from Hidden Potential. Now the question is, can they keep it up through 40 minutes?
40 more minutes in game number 3. As Duck will start this one out. Flipped in. There's the flip in again. Stiffmeister there. How did he not draw a penalty there? It looked like a slashing, but play will continue. Sent around now. Star. Haven't heard his name in a while this game. Sent behind for Dax. Dax from Duck. Duck will steal it. Stiffmeister almost dangerous pass there to have that stolen back by Dax. Dings has it though. That's in front. CT. Stiffmeister couldn't get that shot off. He was there on one knee for it. Dax up the right side. Loses it behind the net. Dax has it again, but that time he does draw a penalty. That should have been a 4-minute. It looked like his head was chopped off there, Tegan.
Yeah, the sticks aren't getting called. I swear I saw Stiffmeister bite his lip in the corner and try and drive forward, and there was just nothing but what a goal as he walked that in, Nick.
That one dinged off the roof cage, man. Oh my goodness. The iron sound from that shot. Power play goal for Stiffmeister, his 411th in NHL 22, and it's 3-0.
Just like that, it's 3-0 here for Hidden Potential, and well, it's just looking back at Charzan and saying, shut the door back there.
Shut the door back there and make sure you don't let the draft in, because they're making sure that they're showing people that, you know, Hidden Potential's here to play, Tegan.
Yeah, and the Wicked was here to play in game number 2, so I'm interested to see what we get in game number 4. This one far from over, though.
Far from over. Lots of time left for sure. 3-0 your scoreline right now. That's Star looking to get something going for his team. Duck. Now from Sean. Ding, sidestepping a defender. Banks it off the backboards to himself. He'll lose it for Dax. Dax sent along for Josh, and he's offside there as that was Buffalo Star coming in way early.
Yeah, he was in a bit early. And Brandon, I think you got a couple updates down there, don't you?
Yeah, Tropics up 1-0 over Isles with their backs against the wall, down 2-0 in the first period. Serenity also looking to close their series out up 2-0. They are in a 2-1 lead, second intermission right now over Splice.
Well, I now know why they call him Dudley Do Right, because he can't do Dudley Do Wrong. Let's pop back down to Nick.
As Frostic goes offside here. You know, it's interesting to see how some of these playoffs have shaked out so far. And we are just rolling along here in this tournament. Round 1, Caps Gaming Showcase here in the North American Division. EU looked great earlier this afternoon, so more of the same here tonight for sure. Dax with a good steal. Dax from the corner. Just try to get one here before the end of the period at least. Try to fed that one in front. Stolen here by a hidden potential. We welcome everybody in. Thank you, Hooves. Twitch.tv/Capitals. Stiffmeister in front. Off the mess there from a shot by Dings. Gotta love that sound it hits when it bounces off the mask there, Tegan.
Yeah, I'm not sure for who. Maybe for us. Probably not for the guy wearing it, though, as we get into neutral zone face-off here.
Face-off in neutral zone. Push win. One for hidden potential. Right side for CT. CT. Sends it along. Stiffmeister gets it back to him. Stiffmeister. Stolen by Watt. The Buffalo Star and the Wicked. Trying to move it up the ice here. Get one before the period ends. In for Buffalo Star. That one. Kareem's off. What do you call that shot there, Tegan?
That's the old trampoline puck, you know, when it goes off the boards and comes flying down the other way. I'm kind of surprised, Nick. We've seen it 3 times in 3 games here.
Gotta get 1 per game, I guess, is the rule there if you're Toronto right now.
Apparently.
CT loses a step there. Sent out into the zone. Comes all the way back to the defensive end for hidden potential. Hidden potential. Through center with a flip. There's the flip, and CT's there to get that one. He will. Sent off for Sean. Sean driving in right circle, rather. Looking for that wrist shot. His left-handed stick. That one was lost and brought back in for the Wicked. Wicked behind the net. Josh going to work for there, but he's stripped from it by Dings. Dings up for Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister, duck, wrist shot off the iron. That shot just rang true. That time it didn't get to the back of the cage. Stiffmeister's got it again. Looking for another one, he is, I'm sure. Stop and go behind the net. Circling. Stiffmeister's there. Gonna keep this momentum going. Under 100 seconds here in the second period. From the corner. Out comes with it. Dings looking to get that one through. Now we're under a minute to go. Flipped in once more. CT with lots of speed again. That time it's met by Frostic. He'll clear it out. Final 10 seconds here. Sent back behind to the left corner. Duck had some trouble with it. Finally got it out of the zone. Brought back in onside by Watt with a good shot there. Watt backhanding. That's something that doesn't get seen a lot. Good time management, gets the shot on, but nevertheless, it's 3-0 for hidden potential.
Yeah, great job by hidden potential here through these 2 periods, and the defenseman definitely came up and answered here, Brandon, like we spoke about.
Oh yeah, and you gotta feel good now if you were hidden potential. We talked about how for the Wicked, you feel good if you have that 2 to 3 goal lead because of the goalie that you have behind you in net. Well, with hidden potential, it's really no different. You have Charzan behind you in net, and hey, Charzan could have been up here with us. 0 shots on net for the Wicked so far. He hasn't been tested really, and with all due respect to the Wicked, they've been a good team so far this series. It's going to be hard to come back in this game if you're not able to create some opportunities for yourself. They were able to in Game 1 pretty well, and in Game 2, even though they weren't able to get a lot of opportunities, they had quality opportunities. Unfortunately, in this game, hidden potential defensively just not allowing the Wicked to really get anything going. I would expect the sense of urgency to really go up for the team wearing the white jerseys. In this game, not over in my opinion, but if hidden potential can keep it up, they look good.
Thank you, Brandon. As always, more playoff updates coming soon here. CT with a ringer. Oh my goodness. Close quarters. I saw it in the pregame. Tegan, he went to close quarters from Heat Seeker, and this one's 4-0.
Yeah, great goal in the slot there by CT. Does a little dance to avoid that defenseman. You're going to see it here in the replay. And he just picks that corner. Great play by CT. And that's a good answer there to start the period off for Hidden Potential.
As you got to love the shots, Tegan, that kind of ring off your stick, just like whipped off your stick in this game. And when they go in, they look so good. And this time, Wicked. Oh, and Wicked responds back. I was going to say they got to really fight from the downhill slope here, but what an answer here to break up the shutout. One shot, one goal. It trickles in. Dax gets a goal, his first of the playoffs.
Yeah, and that one must have came off the stick pretty good too, because it actually went through Charzan. So, you know, off his body, he makes the first save, but the shot's so hard it trickles through. And Wicked definitely putting themselves in a better scenario than they were just in.
So we're back to a 3-goal deficit here. See what Wicked can do. Star stepping in. Dropped up top for Watts. Shot comes in. Charzan making a save there. And maybe that was Charzan just kind of not being awake. I don't know what it is. I mean, if you face 0 shots through 40 minutes, you're kind of going to be a little bit soft, no?
I don't know about that when you're a goaltender with a 1.6 goals against average. He's got an 83 save percentage. I don't know if we can go as far enough as to call him soft, but we can definitely say that he could have been sleeping on that one.
Sleep, that was the word I was looking for. It's too far. Sometimes word choice as a commentator gets a little bit tricky.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You call enough games to know that. As we move along here, good to have you alongside us. Nick DeMeo, Tegan Blair, Brandon Bigsby, and of course our very good friend Dudley Dew right in the back there. The squad keeps growing as a 4-1 game here in game number 3. Hidden Potential looking to get this thing to a 2-1 series lead. Slap shot with force dumped in. Picked up nicely by Buffalo Star for the Wicked. He'll lose it just as quickly though. And it's brought out by Dings. Up for CT. 3-on-2. Lots of time. 4-on-2 here. Wrist shot. CT does it himself. Rombo makes the save. Rombo. Left side. CT. Rombo's all over the ice right now trying to make these saves. Keep his team in the game. Dings with a bit of a deke. Stiffmeister behind the net. Dings got it back, banked off the half boards. Good poke check there by the Wicked. It's forced out to center.
Game's opening up quite a bit here, Nick, in this third period. You saw it where HP came in with lots of room there. Maybe we're noticing that the Wicked is going to try and start pinching out of their zone here.
Got to pinch, got to get it early here. If you want to get a shot at this game or keep things competitive, at least for right now. Backhand pass finally gets out of the zone. Found its way to Watt. Watt for Josh. Josh up now for Star. Finesse that one through for Josh. He's back on it. In front. Good chance there from Star coming in. Great save by Charzan. Delayed penalty coming up here. Extra attacker coming out now for the Wicked. Frostic to Josh. Josh can't get the shot on. Touched up and Hidden Potential goes on the penalty kill here.
Yeah, I wonder if Buffalo's middle name is Shooting, because he came out of there Buffalo Shooting Star like I'd never seen, and good penalty draw, and he had a good scoring chance as well.
Yeah, he rushed in there, got a great shot from a slot area, low angle shot, high scoring potential. Better save by Charzan as he makes another one here from Frostic. Couple of quick passes, good save here. Let's get out to Brandon for another playoff update.
Few series being clinched. Olympia goes 3-0 over CBJ. Serenity beats Slice 3-0 in their series. And by the way, Delusions, after dropping game 1, tied their series 1-1 versus Evolution.
4-1 your scoreline here so far through the third period. 7:30 to go. Frostic over center. Trying to get this one back in the zone. They got to go quickly here. So far, can't get into the blue. Over that blue paint. Finally in from Frostic. Frostic, backhand chance, backhand shot. Fed in front. He's got it again. He's just trying to get things going for his team right now. We'll see if it works for him.
Any sort of momentum will help here, Nick, as they just need to turn it on.
Turn it on and fast is really what it comes down to. You don't want to go 2-1 down here in the series versus a team like Hidden Potential. That looks to be what might happen here if they don't get it on quickly. Hit off the puck there with Stiffmeister. Come all the way back down 200 feet. Icing is your call. 4:13 to go here in the third.
Yeah, you're right. You know, there's lots of goals that need to be scored. Only 4 minutes here. The Wicked are going to have to be fast and wicked to come and get a couple.
It's going to make a Wicked reference as far as the play is concerned. I realize only 3.5 people watching this stream would get a theater reference, but I digress. 346 will do another icing draw to the right of Rombo, or to the left of Rombo, excuse me.
I'll take the chance to thank the 96% of us watching, by the way. So
Thespian at heart, Lime. Thespian at heart.
here.
Buffalo Star. Passed out now. Duck's going to pick it up. Cover that one along with a bank pass for Stiffmeister. Slips past the defender. In for CT. He'll lose it from a great poke check by Frostic. Frostic back on his stick. Trying to force this one in. There's a pass back to the rebound chance. Sharzan able to save that one. Defense gets it out of the way. CT up with speed up the right side. Stops in front. Tries to throw that one into the goalie. And he did, but it was a good save. That one bounces off Rombo as well. He'll hold on.
Fantastic save by Rombo there. And I think we got a couple of updates down with Brandon.
Yes, we do. Monarchs look on their way to going to round 2. They are up 6-2 over Pizza Potential in the third period. Also a tie series with a tie game 3. 4-4 between Hit List and Momentum in the third period. And by the way, Composure coming back strong, being down 2-0 in their series. 3-0 lead for them in the second period. And finally, Isles GT over Tropics right now. 2-1 in the third. Isles lead that series as well.
Lots of accostement here as that puck was flying down the ice. Met with challenges every step of the way. Lap shot it along there. That's going to be icing most likely. It will be. It'll come back. But pretty much all she wrote here, Tegan.
Yeah, I think that barring a miracle, I don't think there's going to be any comebacks in this one here, Nick. Just a routine end of the game.
Home crowd really excited. 4-1 your scoreline right now. Watt with a shot. Saved there by Sharzan. Another draw here. And if you are hitting potential, this is the response you wanted for game number 3, right?
Yeah, it definitely is. But like I said earlier here, Nick, I'm very excited to see game number 4. If this ends up being a server-based game, we could be going all the way to 5.
Which would only benefit Hidden Potential, considering they have the home ice advantage, so to speak.
Right, exactly. Yes, if it does go to game 5, it would benefit Hidden Potential.
Dings. Lots of speed here to keep this game kind of competitive, at least not putting the foot off the gas here. As time runs down here, Hidden Potential rings one off the iron and it goes in. Oh my goodness. CT hammered down and it's 5-1, but a statement goal by the man on the right wing.
I was just about to say that is a statement goal. He pounded that thing home with 1 second on the clock. Some people would say the disrespect, but I love letting them know.
I think, Tegan, when it comes to playoffs, those rules are off the table because you know that you can't let the other team get any way back into a game, a series, a shift. It doesn't matter. You have to ensure you move on for your shot at $20,000. So your scoreline at the end of game 3, Hidden Potential 5, the Wicked 1, and they go up in the series 2-1.
4 huge points there by Sean. 3 or 4 huge points by CT with a hat trick there, Brandon. What a game by Hidden Potential.
Yeah, Tegan, and all goals coming from the 2 wingers in Stiffmeister and CT. So 2 very accomplished players and wingers and goal scorers in the NHL community, kind of showing their stuff there in a big Game 3 win for Hidden Potential. But how about Hidden Potential in that game? It was going to be interesting to see how they responded in that Game 2 after the Wicked really just got that hot start in in period 1 of Game 2 and kind of just carried that through for the rest of the game. Well, Hidden Potential, they didn't allow the Wicked to really get that run at all, and when the Wicked finally got some scoring opportunities, keep in mind, they had no shots through the first 40 minutes of play. So all 8 shots were in the third period. So it kind of just goes to show you how well they played defensively. They had the goals to add on top of that from Stiff and CT. And when Hidden Potential is playing at their best, that is the kind of result you typically would see from them. Sharzan being able to make those saves that he needed to, even though his job rather easy the first 2 periods. And then you have the goal scoring prowess of some of those forwards that they have. And then obviously Sean and Duck holding it back on the back end defensively as they typically do, and doing so really almost perfectly throughout that game there. So a great job from Hidden Potential. And now the Wicked, they're not unused to this rather, but their season on the line, their backs against the walls, one more loss, and they are done. So gonna be fun to see how they respond. They were able to do so in game 2. Can they do it in game 4? And now even more critical with a loss ending their season.
Yeah, I think the trick is scoring early here, Brandon. We saw that's what the Wicked came out and did against Charsden, getting into his head there in the first period, making Hidden Potential call the timeout. They started running into each other, but a frustration showed on the ice. Do you think that's what maybe the Wicked have to do here in game 4 as their backs are now against the wall?
Oh yeah, the team that has scored the first goal has won every single game. You saw Hidden Potential in game 1 were able to get out in front, and now it's enough to hold them through in game 2. As you mentioned, the Wicked got those early 2 goals, and the goaltending held them through. Game 3, Hidden Potential, they got 2 goals in the first, or 3 goals rather, in the first 2 periods, and just kind of kept pouring it on to where the Wicked didn't have enough time or enough chances to really respond the way that they needed to get back into this game. So I think the key for the Wicked, how can you get on the board early? And when you do, can you kind of just mitigate and stave off the potential opportunities that Hidden Potential will kind of earn themselves throughout the game? It kind of feels like if you can get that cushion early on, it's enough to get you through to earn a win. So who's going to be able to get that momentum early and score? We saw when the Wicked went down the series earlier, they were able to kind of get things back going and be aggressive and be on the attack. We haven't really seen that in the past five periods really of hockey since the first period of game 2. So gonna be fun to see how they can respond. Can Hidden Potential keep doing what they're doing, or will they have to kind of respond again to another run by the Wicked being down in the series once again?
Brandon, do you think this is a server-based series? We saw in game 2, CT checking his connection maybe 5 or 6 times, making sure he was stable. He came back out in game 3, only checking 1 time. You're noticing on the back and the defense of Duck and Sean, a big separation from game 1 to game 2 to game 3. Give me your thoughts and insights on that.
Oh, I think that definitely can have a lot to do with the way a game goes, and maybe for those at home that aren't super familiar with how things can run with in terms of ping and internet connection, but that can really make a big difference in terms of reactionary timing. That poke check that you would have normally on a home connection have gotten off perfectly might end up being a couple of seconds delayed and end up in a trip and result in a power play, which is a scoring opportunity for your opponent. That pass that you got off that had a little bit of a tight window could have been open on that home connection, but since it goes off a little bit delayed, ends up in a pick and a turnover on the other end for an odd man rush. Just little plays like that can make the difference in just a matter of seconds. So it's really a lot of how can you adjust to that, how can your reactionary movements in terms of when you pass it, when you make that play, how can you adjust that from when you have that connection to when you don't. So that could definitely have a little bit to do with that. But Hidden Potential, a team with a lot of talent, a lot of skill, and a lot of smarts. They are a knowledgeable team with high IQ. And to me, in that kind of switch, I guess, when it comes to connection, that is the most important thing. Having that high IQ and that knowledge of thinking of when your reaction times need to be. So we'll see how that affects in game 4. We'll see how much of an effect that maybe add in game 2. Obviously, one game could be a little bit of a one-off, but if it happens twice, you kind of do have to wonder. But nevertheless, they do have that home game in game 5 if they are to drop game 4. So we'll be interesting to see how that develops as this game 4 starts to get towards puck drop here in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's 9 goals for Hidden Potential in these 3 games to 3 goals for the Wicked, but none of the less. The Wicked did scrape out a win in game number 2 here in the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Leidos and here on Leaguegaming. Brandon, we appreciate your amazing insight, and I look to catch up with you after this one to see where we are headed. It is game number 4, Hidden Potential going against the Wicked, and we are just about ready to get down to puck drop here, Brandon. Any last thoughts or who you think's going to lead the charge for either team?
Man, I think that somebody is going to really continue to lead the charge. And we've talked about the defensemen on the back end for hidden potential being great defensively, but Duck and Sean on the breakout have been amazing in this game. They've really made it easy for Stiff Dings and CT to get up. And that's something that's so important for your forwards to have that cohesion with your defensemen to be able to break the puck out cleanly and well often. And I think for hidden potential, for the Wicked, Buffalo Star has made his name heard a lot of times in this game. Look for him to continue scoring throughout, and they're going to need him to with their backs against the wall and this season on the line.
Brandon, as always, thank you. Best in the world, CM Punk GIF. Your insights, priceless. Priceless. Almost like a commercial there about from the 90s. Nevertheless, game 4 here. Wicked, hidden potential. Wicked season on the line, hidden potential looking to close this out in this best of 5. Stiffmeister looking to do what he did in games 1 and 3 here tonight. Snapshot around. Just chipped off with Stiffmeister, so that allowed hidden potential to pick that up. 2-on-1 here if they hurry. CT in for Dings. Stiffmeister had it. Backhand chance, couldn't get it on net. That's a shot off the mask. Pushed off the puck there. Stiffmeister with a steal. And Sean will take it out for his zone. Lots of room there, flipped in. Stiffmeister with speed. Can he get there? No. Watt will take it away. Dax now. Up for Josh. Josh fights it with Star from the corner. Star met with Dings at the right circle. 1-on-1 here. Stiffmeister going to work on the defense. Draws the... No penalty there? I thought that was going to be a draw penalty. Play continues. The Duck to Stiffy. Stiffmeister. Trying to look to get that one on net. He did not be able to do so. Wicked's got it back on the attack. Behind the net now. Looking at it for Duck. Duck will slow things down. Bring it across center for Dings.
That was good defense there, Nick, by the defensive Wicked. It was a bump off. He did go down pretty awkwardly. It did look like a trip, but good D nonetheless.
I thought that left trigger, he played back to him, and I thought that was a trip, but no, good defense by the Wicked for sure. Josh now for Star. Star skating with it. Lost it just as quick as he had it. Duck will get that out of his area. Cleaning it up behind them. A shot there off the boards. Whoa, my goodness. That had a lot of speed on it for a wrist shot coming from that far away. And Rombo didn't save it, but the board sure did. Stiffmeister lost that one coming into center. Whoa, Nelly, as we see from the chat, twitch.tv/Capitals. Picked up now for Stiffmeister. Delayed penalty coming up here for hidden potential to go on the power play. A 5-minute power play.
Yeah, this is where you need to capitalize here, Nick. You've got 5 minutes now. You're on the road. You have to put one in now.
Some could argue this is the game right here, even this early. Stiffmeister shot there blocked. Back around the boards. Sean picks it up from the half boards. Right point, center point, Duck. Duck with a lane, looking for a way. Stiffmeister with a shot. Rombo makes the save.
You got to tip your cap here to the Wicked, is they're playing this very, very smart. They're very, very cautious using their speed. You see them playing that 4-man trap, letting Rombo see it from the outside.
Rambo, Rombo, Wombo, we did that already. I'm sorry. Anyway, right side now. Stiffmeister trying to pick that up off the 1T. He can't get there. It's finally flipped out from the Wicked. Minute 20 gone so far here in this man advantage. About 3 scoring chances so far. CT gets that one poked free. Frostick flips it out. Smart move by Frostick just to kill some time. Regain some energy and momentum. Dings. Right side up for Sean. Sean drives in. Passed out. Frostick's going to steal it, though, and flip it out again. Halfway gone through this power play so far. We've not seen hidden potential really step up into that cycling mode that they're known for.
Fantastic kill by Wicked. They're even keeping him in the neutral zone here, not able to get over. They do get over. They're offside. This is just fantastic textbook penalty killing here from the Wicked.
Playoff updates are coming in fast in a hurry. We have them from Brandon right now.
Multiple teams finishing and getting in the round 2. Instinct, Isles GT, Highlanders currently on track to do so as well. Prodigy, all of them, as well as No Mercy, all of them have clinched, and they are in round 2 right now. Also, no expectations. Lost game 3. Composure extends their season another game.
Heroic duck from center point. A shot there blocked by a couple of players. Dings with about 1:30 left on the power play, looking for Stiffmeister, can't find him. That's cleared out of the zone again. And I see you off screen here, Tegan. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, just that pass doesn't make sense to me. They've tried to go to Stiffmeister 4 times here in the power play. They haven't tried a shot from anybody else. They're just throwing the puck through so many skates there. Get it to the point, move it around D to D. As there's the 5th one-timer chance from the same man on the left-hand side. My dog's sitting here and know the puck's going there. You got to change it around here in the power play.
You know that you got the hot stick in Stiffmeister. Are they relying on him too much here?
Yeah, I just think that everybody knows the puck's going there. Rombo's, he's set up, he's ready to go. You know, you just have to be aware of that and move it around.
Charzin sends that out. Time expires on the 5-minute power play. 4 shots, 5 scoring chances, no goals for hidden potential. And that was a penalty where if they scored, they could keep going. Good momentum shift here. Is a good glove save by Rombo. He slides to make that one. Keep this thing tied for now.
Yeah, that's probably the best chance of the first period here, Nick, there for hidden potential. And that's saying a lot considering it came after a 5-minute major.
The 5-minute major, that's a segment now for Major as we start to think about new content ideas, I think.
As it's got to be. There's nothing better than the 5-minute major, as maybe that's what we'll have it between the benches when he's handing out these amazing insights here from our guy Dudley Do-Right.
Dishing them out here. Our team's great. Anyway, 15 seconds here in the first period. One last chance for hidden potential. Poke checked at the blue line. Trying to bring it in, they will. Not going to get to it in time, though, so that's going to do it. No score through 1 period of Game 4. However, a huge momentum boost if you're the Wicked.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm sure you got a couple things to say about that big PK and as well as maybe a couple updates.
Oh yeah, that was a huge PK there for the Wicked. They were 86.7% on the penalty kill during the regular season. That was top 10 in the league, but they were going up against a top 10 power play in hidden potential. So to be able to stave that off for 5 minutes and kill that PK, absolutely huge for them. But a few updates. Highlanders clinched their series in a sweep 3-1 win over TR5 in Game 3. Prodigy also sweeps versus the Helmet Boys 3-0. They won Game 3 4-3. And one more update. Evolutional beats Delusions again, this time in Game 3. So Delusions on upset alert in a 28-5 series.
Stiffmeister with a steal right off the draw there. Trying to feed that one up for Dings. Wicked able to keep that one away for now. Second period underway here, game number 4. Hidden potential up 2-1 in this series, best of 5. In front, Buffalo Star with a backhand chance goes wide. Second effort just kind of baseballs that one right to the glove of Charzin.
That's what we saw from the Wicked in game number 2 there, Nick. It was the rebound shots, the forceful aggressiveness around that blue paint of Charzin that was just so successful for them, and they're looking to get back to it here in the second period.
Sean up for Stiffmeister off that face-off win from their end. Duck in deep. Down now for Sean. CT wraps around a little bit, looking for a way in. Center point shot from Duck gets blocked. Duck steps up for Star. 2-on-2 now because they're off, but they're offside. So Duck stepping in was dangerous, but Wicked couldn't keep it on.
That was a great play, I think, there, Nick, is forcing the play offside. It's a risky gamble, but it pays off.
Paid off there for sure. We move along here. 5 minutes gone in the second period. No score. Hidden potential versus the Wicked. Frosting. Up now for Josh. Josh loses it at the neutral zone area. Trying to get some forechecking established his hidden potential. Get to that puck early. Stiffmeister, good steal at the blue line. Lost it for Dings. Dings circles. Trying to break through this trap that the Wicked are sitting back in right now. Slap shot it around. Beats out. Oh, I thought he beat out the icing, but icing will come all the way back.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting call there, Nick. It looked like he was definitely ahead of the play, but maybe that defender there for the Wicked was able to get his twig in there.
Face off there to the left of Sharzan. One by hidden potential. Flipped in. That's a good flip right to Stiffmeister. Good way to pick that up. He stops at the corner. Sends it around for CT. CT looking for Dings. Trying to find his way up into the middle slot area. Dings standing there. Good way to get that to him. Just lost it. Fell to his stick, but then lost it just as quickly. Bounce free. CT off the iron. Backhand chance from that wraparound. They're working Rambo, trying to get him move, or Rombo, sorry, I keep calling him Rambo because he's played Stellar. But he's trying to move him left and right, and that's going to be the way I think they get him out of his position. CT's got it from the right circle. Your shot on, Rombo's got that, and he'll get the whistle.
As he can play as good as Rambo, as good as Rombo, and Brando has got some updates though.
We do indeed. Two of our closer series throughout the league. Delusionals, they were down 2-1 in their series. They have a 2-0 lead after the first intermission there. And Momentum and Hitless, Momentum with their backs against the wall in the series as well. They are up 2-0 in the second period. So both teams trying to get to that game 5, a do or die, leading so far in game 4.
Sean will carry it out over the blue line of his defensive end. In now for the Wicked, offside, 6:04 here. So things are slowing down, but not. It's a weird way to describe this game right now, Tegan, but no score. Lots of shots and chances, but it's kind of been a weird neutral zone play.
Yeah, this second period has been a little different. The Wicked came out pretty hot there, but they haven't been able to get much going. But here they go now as here comes Dax.
Dax will get stripped of that quickly. 2 defensemen for hidden potential back there. Stiffmeister's going to burn past a couple of defenders the other way. Slap shot in. Can't get through. Stiffmeister. Off the back of the kick. Oh, did he try get fancy there? I don't know if he did on purpose. That might have been a pass, but nevertheless, still in front. CT. Stiffmeister. Pressure's picking up now for hidden potential. That slap shot gets on. Rebound in front. Loose change. As Ding's able to pick it up, but he couldn't bat that one past the goalie in Rombo. Rombo standing tall right now. Sean sending it out for Stiffmeister. Quick pass out. He couldn't corral that one in. Finally out for the Wicked, though.
And a good clear at that, Nick. I would ice that too. What a save from Rombo as he continues to be lights out.
That slap shot had a lot of juice on it. Flipped up into the air. Those are always dangerous if you're a goalie. I know that no matter if it's traditional or esports hockey. Never know where the puck's going to go. That one's sent in for Stiffmeister. In front! Can't get the shot off. That one bounces into the bench, so we'll get a stoppage here.
Hidden Potential doing a lot better on the road, Nick, wouldn't you say, as they've kind of turned things up here and shown that they can do it in not just the Maroons, but the Whites, too.
CT did say he restarted after game 2. As the servers were bothering him, that might have been the ticket for him at least. I know for one person. That might be for the rest of the team. We'll never know. Ding's trying to get that one. He's accosted. Last minute shot there comes in late. These last minute shots coming in, but still no score at the end of 2. It is 0-0 with the goalies standing tall.
Not only that, you had 4 goaltenders. It was like a soccer wall that lined up there, Brandon, trying to make sure that puck didn't get through to Rombo, even though he's made every save so far.
Oh yeah, Rombo has been spectacular throughout this entire series, and it's interesting how this works, Tegan. We sit here, we talk about for about 5 minutes about, oh, whoever gets that quick start could win this game. But we're 40 minutes in, and we're scoreless on both sides of the scoreboard. The goalies have been the stars of the show, and the defensemen as well. So now that goalie battle intensifies a little bit. You're in the third period, one team trying to clinch, another trying to keep their season alive, and now the goalie being perfect and the goalie showing up becomes even more important than it was before, especially if you are Rombo in the Blue Threads. Your season on the line, your team has to get something going in front of you. Can you make the big saves? Who's going to win it in this third period? Can't wait to see.
This is really where champions shine. Third period hockey of a clinching definitive game in a best-of-5 series for the playoffs. That shot comes in, rebound, chance loose. Cleared out by hidden potential. They've got to be perfect in front of Sharson right now if they want a chance to close this out in 4 games. Sean stepping in. Wristed in front, looking for Stiffmeister, cut off by Watt. Watt sent that up the left side. That was over for Buffalo, but he lost it just as quickly as he had it in the zone. As you see those stat lines.
Different. Sorry, Nick, 2 very different styles of hockey. I just wanted to point out the Wicked is doing more of a shot rebound style. We haven't seen it very often, but I say it's more successful. The Wicked doing a very good job in the defensive zone, intercepting those pucks going through the middle. You know, if this continues and they get into the offensive zone, capture on a rebound, we're going to see a different hockey game.
Stiffmeister sidestepping another player there as he's getting that first defender to move, but can't get past that second one. He's going to have some support from his team, and he finds it from CT, and CT rips it from the same spot he had the game winner in Game 3. This one is now 1-0, 5 goals for CT in 4 games.
Well, the last one was a clap bomb. This one was a gorgeous wrist shot as he picks that corner. What a goal by CT. Keeps it upstairs where mom hides the cookies, and he's allowed to have one after that snipe.
Definitely if they're double chocolate chip for sure. 1-0 for hidden potential. Now they're in the driver's seat with 13:30 to play here in the 3rd period. Sean looking to get his team an insurance marker. Drives in deep himself. Spins in front. Chance in front for Dings, and Rombo sniffs it out and slows it down.
I don't know how Dings wasn't able to get a twig on that. Did we just see Rombo give him a little stick lift there, Nick, and cover that puck up? Great goaltending by Rombo.
What a move by Rombo to find that puck at the last opportune second. Keep this a 1-0 game as Duck can't get that one to stay in the zone. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
I don't think Hidden Potential minds this either, do they, Nick? Because they wouldn't mind slowing this down, getting a few offsides, kind of taking the momentum out of the hockey game.
I think good teams know that they can play a little bit more safe with a lead because they can control the puck so well. I think that's the case with Hidden Potential, though, as that one was tipped in, the big tipper. And we have a tie game at 1.
The big tipper comes in handy here, and you kind of have to rely on the grease. I told you, Nick. It's all grease at one end, and it has been working.
Maybe that all came from that offside face-off. It kind of did. Now we have a brand new game. I think you have a phrase for that.
Yeah, actually, if my coach, he told me the best thing when I was growing up, if we could have known, here comes Stiffmeister.
Stiffmeister with a good save by Rombo makes the save there. Stiffmeister had a breakaway, and man, Rombo stayed with him the entire way.
Yeah, Rombo just fantastic goaltending here, and he's been hard to beat. It took him 2 periods. We'll see if Hidden Potential can come back, because what a shot there. Another big save, and that one goes out of play. As Brandon, I think you got a couple updates.
Yes, indeed, we do. Some of those 2-1 series, a few teams trying to keep their season going. We're still kind of trying to see some of these results fly in. Delusions up 2-0 still. Momentum also up 2-0 still. Composure 3-2 lead in the 2nd period, looking to extend that series to a Game 5 after going down 2-0 in that series.
Steal by Dings. Dings center point. Slap shot comes in. Way to make that save, Rombo. That's Frostic. Now that we got the game-tying goal here, 2 goals scored in the 3rd period. CT in front, Stiffmeister. Can't get that shot on net. Sean's picking it up. He's gonna put a shot on, no, he pulls back. Now Dings at the right point, Sean in deep. Dings still there. He's gonna find a way in, he'll kind of squirt his way into the high slot area. Sean gets that coming back for it. CT right side. CT in for Dings. Can't get that shot on. Sean keeps it in the zone, though. Under 5 to play here in the 3rd period of regulation hockey for game number 4. Hidden Potential looking to close this out, but Rombo again not making saves, but rather covering the puck up.
Stiffmeister keeps coming out from that corner, trying to dunk that in, and Rombo just keeps making the save. Good job by him.
Watt here wins that, gets that face-off one back to him. Starts the breakout process. Over the blue line, flipped in. That's icing as he flipped it in just before it crossed the red line.
Yeah, and this could be beneficial here, Nick. As an offensive zone faceoff, we know how dangerous they are, especially late in the third.
Hey, you don't realize how these faceoffs could be so pivotal, but here we go. Faceoff won by hidden potential. Slap shot in, blocked. Dings from the right side. He sees Sean out there, thinks better of going back there. Now what can we do from behind the net for CT? Gives it over to Dings. Dings will lay that back. No, it puts a shot on. Rombo scoops it out of the sky.
What a save by Rombo. It started to look like he cheated a bit there. Dings with a good eye to shoot that puck, but Rombo, there you see the sign. Brick wall Rombo. What a save.
2 minutes to play here in the third period. Picked up by CT. Couldn't get that shot off. Right side picked up Sean. Sean dings. Watts got that one. He'll steal it out. 2-on-1 forming here. Sean coming back for it. Good saucer pass, but Duck picks that out of the ice there and moves it along quickly. Brilliant move by Duck. As Rombo will have to cover that one up off the backboard. And we'll have another offensive zone faceoff with under a minute to go for hidden potential.
See if they can capitalize here on this offensive zone faceoff. We know how hard these have been, and we'll see if maybe the bodies get in front on the blocks again.
Can they get one more? They do. Stiffmeister with a shot. We'll do it one more time.
We'll get another face-off here to the left of Rombo, and he just continues to just make save after save after save, Nick.
Face-off draw. One again by hidden potential. Sean's got that. Poke check by Dax, but he couldn't get the puck off from a stick. Now Dings has it. Dings in front, just trying to loop that one off the boards or off the pad. Oh my goodness, though. Danger zone here if you're Will Robinson. A penalty to hidden potential.
That's what we talked about. I know Sean is West, and Brandon said the poke check you think you might make, you're not going to make. We see a perfect example there. That's why he's the best analyst in the game.
That one bit him. So here we go. 20 seconds left here. Got to kill off this penalty if you're hidden potential. Got to capitalize here if you're the Wicked, and they do.
That is a huge goal by the Wicked, and great job by them. They have been an amazing underdog team here. They come in and get that one short side on Charzan. That's not the first time he's been beat short side. As we saw it happen in game 2, we see it happen in game 4. Oh boy, this could be going to game 5.
Frosted gets his first goal of the playoffs. Gets it at 17 seconds left on the power play. That is what happens when you take those penalties. And he just gets it just past Charzan, who didn't get down in that position early enough. Bounces off of his, what looks to be his blocker, and into the net.
Yeah, and just to, that's where you got to commit. You got to trust your D in front of the net there, and he's just got that little bit of space there, and a good job by the Wicked player to see that and score.
See what hidden potential can do. Not too many Omahas here that we've seen in this game so far. As final 5 seconds here. Up for Duck. Duck in front for CT. Had a shot on. Couldn't bury it, and the Wicked forces a game 5.
And just like that, we are going to game number 5. We are maxing this one out here, Brandon, and we couldn't ask for any more.
Oh man, and you hear the reaction from Nick there in the back. Wow, indeed, my friend. That was oh so close. He had CT. The net was open and his player just couldn't gather the puck. That is playoff hockey. Hockey at its finest. It's a game of inches, a game of seconds, and just an inch away from potentially seeing an overtime. But no, that will not be the case. That would not be how the story of the series would be written. As the Wicked, man, Tegan, these guys just do not go away. We said it earlier. They may not win pretty, but they win. They've done it twice now, both times at home, and they push this thing to a game 5. And man, what entertainment we have seen. It does not get much better than this, my friend.
You know what? At this point, I wish it was a best of 7 here, Brandon, as this has been absolutely phenomenal. You know, CT and the boys just weren't able to capitalize there at the end. You saw the puck go through a couple sticks. It looked like the Wicked player might have been in the correct position to stop that play, and it all comes down here to a game 5.
Yeah, now none of the other games matter. It's down to one game, 60 minutes of hockey, decide your season. And now, too, if you're the Wicked, you went from potentially being down, beginning the third period, to extending your season to a game 5. And by the way, speaking of game 5s, thanks to our amazing colleague Dudley Do-Right, this will not be the only game 5 it looks like we're going to have. Momentum beat Hitless 1-0. That series going to go to a game 5. And not only that, Delusions winning versus Evolutions, or Evolutional, 3-1 in the third period. They're down in that series, so if that score sticks out, it will go to a game 5 as well. So we're getting a little bit of action in terms of series and seasons being on the line, and how lucky, Tegan, is it that we get to call one of these games right here on twitch.tv/Capitals.
Brandon, at this point, I don't think we can be luckier, as, you know, this is going to be a light show here. Is it going to be Hidden Potential? Is it going to be the Wicked? It has been the home team every single time. I kind of suspected that from about game 2. Is it going to be Hidden Potential with the advantage in game 5?
I think it does, and the reason that I say that is you go back and you look at each of these games, and obviously, like you said, Tegan, it has been the home side to win all of these, but I kind of am going and I'm comparing some of these games. You see Hidden Potential in their home games. They won game 1 3-0. The Wicked shut out in that game, only had 5 shots, and in game 3, they won 5-1. The Wicked only had 8 shots, and all of those shots came in during the third period alone. So then you compare it to the Wicked's home games, both of them 1-goal games, only 6 shots on net in game 2, and only 4 shots on net, or 5 shots on net in that game 4 that we just saw. It just feels like the Wicked not really able to create a lot of opportunities for themselves. I struggle to really see where that's going to change through 5 games of action now, especially with home ice advantage going to Hidden Potential, some of that West connection kind of evening itself out potentially, and that connection in general kind of calming itself with that home ice advantage. You combine that with the Wicked not really getting a lot of opportunities. I think I gotta give the advantage to Hidden Potential, but if the Wicked have shown us anything, is that don't doubt them and do not give up on them. It could have been easy to have them down the way that game 1 went, and they have scratched and clawed and fought to get themselves to this point. A well-deserved game 5 and an entertaining game 5 that I'm sure we're about to see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nothing short of entertainment here with the Wicked with nothing to lose. They came out in the last game with nothing to lose, scraped away a W. They're going to try and come out and do it again in the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Leidos, now on Leaguegaming. Here we go. Let's get down to puck drop with Nick DeMeo.
Brandon, Tegan, Nick, Dudley, let's go. In reverse order, because we're funny. Game 5. We are here. It is home ice advantage for Hidden Potential. One team moves on to round 2 and a shot at $20,000 the other. Their season ends now. We will have a winner. Get your predictions in chat, twitch.tv/Capitals. Hidden Potential started this one on the attack, but lost it just as they got into the zone. Slap shot it around. That might have hit Sharzin as a fight is initiated here. Penalty coming up soon. They're not going to engage in the fight. That was a huge hit behind the play. Touched on a 2-minute power play to start this game early. Boarding's your call, and Hidden Potential goes on the power play.
Hidden Potential had a 5. Remember that in game 4. They're going to look to capitalize here so they don't make the same mistake.
They had that 5-minute early on in the first period. Couldn't capitalize. We'll see what they can do here early on in the first period. Need some heroics from CT maybe. Maybe from Dings. Maybe to get the defense active here like we saw with the EU. And snooze it for his club, as that pass was intended for Stiffmeister. Falls to Rombo Stick, and it's more of the same of what you said, Tegan.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. It is the exact same. And, you know, HP just really needs to figure something else out here on the power play in order to get one past Rombo.
They can't even get the pass to him, so you can't even do like a give and go. You got to change your point of attack. CT's got it now. From that spot he's in. Oh, he thought he had better of a shot there. Thought better of shooting it. CT's got it again. Duck all the way up front. Cleared out down the ice.
Yeah, it looks like they actually even tried to go right back to Stiffmeister on that back door. I know he's got a hot stick, but so does CT. He's got to shoot the puck.
CT 5 goals on the playoffs so far in just 4 games. Penalty does expire though. Dangs picks it up in stride. Dax rather. Dax gets wrecked behind the play. Watt all the way back for it. And sent up for Buffalo Star. Give it back to Watt. Start over his blue line. Flipped in. Lots of space on that. Tracking it down was Sean. He couldn't get there, though. Maybe a mistimed effort there. It comes all the way back to Frostic. Left side now spinning. Stiffmeister bumped off the puck. He still has it on his stick. Sent up now for CT. CT left it for Dings. Dings trying to feed that one in. Can't do so. Stolen by Josh. Now Dings up again. Through the leg D, trying to get past the defender. Watt's been playing pretty great so far through this series. CT to Duck with a shot there, coming in from the backside. Rombo makes the save, and there's the defense we're seeing getting active here right now when it comes and matters the most here in the first period.
Absolutely, and we have some very exciting stuff from Brandon.
4 series left, including this one. Momentum and Hitless starting their Game 5 right now. Composure and no expectations. They are tied 3-3 going into overtime. So Composure trying to extend to a Game 5, no expectations, trying to pull off the upset to go to round 2.
A lot of favorites there looking to see their series maybe coming to an end here. Their season coming to an end here. Their shot at $20,000 coming to an end here. That slap shot comes in. Charzin making the save.
Charzin looking very good here for hidden potential. Needs to continue to put that on for them and, you know, be aggressive. Maybe throw that puck out a couple of times. It is February.
It is February indeed. Indeed, Tegan as Stiffmeister brings this one out of his zone. Flipped in. Going to get it was Frostic, so he beat him to it. Right point. Sean's shot goes wide. And Frostic will slow things down. Corner movement to break it all down. Stolen there from a good stick lift by Diggs. Dax, however, pushes everything offside, so we'll get a draw in the neutral zone.
Good job by the Wicked to keep the puck out there. They're holding that line pretty well, making sure they stand on there and make sure the trap stays solid.
That one's fired down the ice. Going to be icing here, so maybe a mistimed sink play there to maybe spring Dax, but we'll come all the way back.
Yeah, they are going to come all the way back, but we know how deadly these offensive zone faceoffs can be. We haven't seen a successful one yet. Maybe here.
Wicked wins this one again. Frostic getting fought from the puck there. He'll be stripped of it. Will come out all the way to center to the defensive end for hidden potential. This winner of this game goes on to round 2 of the Caps Gaming Showcase. Sean, right side. Now Duck, left point. Down low for Stiff. Stiffmeister from the corner for Dings. Watt's going to steal that one, but it's still kept in by Duck. Duck holds that blue line well. Weird shot on to something that came all the way out. I don't know what Duck was doing there, but they'll bring it back in for CT to go get it. Frostic will come out from the corner with it, though. That one slap-shotted, and as they were offside and didn't touch up, that's going to be a weird draw in the neutral zone.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure the guy in the arena turns off the Benny Hill theme song, and we'll try and see if we can get this back going.
Face off here, one back by Wicked. Stolen by CT, Stiffmeister. He's got it from the left side. Lost it there. Picked up by Duck. Duck. Now to Watt. He'll fire it all the way down. Charzin scoops it aside. Dangerously, though. Time's winding down here. In front. Shot there. Doesn't get through. And held by Duck as we go into the period number 2. No score at the end of 1.
No score at the end of 1, Brandon, but it's been a good game nonetheless from both sides here. Not really able to get their bearings, though, in the first period, but I expect this to pick up in the second and third.
Very steady first period, very similar to how the first period in Game 4 went, where the goalies held strong, the defense were in position, and something that is sticking out to me, the Wicked, more shots that period than hidden potential. We said that that was something they were going to have to emphasize in this Game 5, giving themselves chances, giving themselves opportunities. Well, they've done that, just 3 shots on net, but they were also able to kind of limit what hidden potential was able to do, and we know how good Rombo has been in net, so you just got to continue to rely on him to make the saves he needs to, while being able to give yourself some opportunities and limiting what you allow hidden potential to do. We'll see if both these teams can keep it up. Really even through the first period, not a lot separating themselves. Could be another game where the first goal means a lot for this game.
Period number 2 underway now. 2 more periods of regulation hockey. As the Wicked looking to pull off the upset here versus hidden potential. One of the odds-on favorites to win this series and to win this tournament. Coming in late, Duck coming in trailing. That was beauty to keep that one in. CT with a shot goes wide. Hold it. That's far side.
It's good to see CT shooting from that high slot. He's been very successful from there, Nick. We'll see if he continues.
Sent in down low for the Wicked. Hidden potential comes up with it, goes offside, so I don't think any team's going to take too many unnecessary chances at this point.
No, I think it's more going to be a capitalizing on mistakes type of hockey game now, isn't it, Nick?
It might be, as these teams know how to capitalize on those mistakes very well. As a steal here from Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister shot in, saved by Rombo. Behind the net, CT. CT in front for Stiffmeister again, trying to feed that stick from the left winger, falling short so far. Wrecked there. Behind the play was a defenseman for the Wicked. Dropped off for Duck. Duck with a shot, blocked off a skate. Second effort there, good save by Rombo. Stiffmeister, left circle. Working with it down low for Dings. Dings has it, circles with it again. Duck stops short, drives in down low himself, gives that one up to Dax. And hidden potential just can't connect right now on those inner passes. Frostic's shot gets blocked there by Dings. Dings up for CT, they'll fight for it, will he and Buffalo Star. That slap shot tried to come around, didn't work so well. Star's got it, picked up by Frostic. Neutral zone play here. In this game number 5, flipped in. Off the glass, off the boards. Dax stops, looking to bring this one in. Can't do so. Couple of stick lifts there. Finally, Dax able to keep that one in the zone, though. But Sean will scoop it up, retrieve it, and slap shot it out for him. Good connecting pass to CT. CT trying to feed that one way too early for Dings. As he wasn't quite ready for it. Didn't have a step on the defenders. Down from the corner. Wicked and hidden potential. Going after it here. Dings over center. Lots of room. CT's got it now. Right circle. Lane in there. That shot got through. He kind of whiffed on it. Didn't get a lot on it. But it did trickle its way almost to Rombo. 5:45 to go here in the second period. No score. In down low. Working with it. Pushed off the puck by Duck. Duck's going to move it up for Dings. Dings now right side, CT. CT. Fed one back to Duck. Duck's going to control it for the left side. Ducks lays it up for Stiffmeister. Chipped along now. Dings. Trying to find their way to the middle, and everybody for Wicked is collapsing right now, Tegan.
Yeah, they are, and it's interesting to see why hidden potential isn't taking opportunities. That one was a close one with Charzin with a great save off a tip play.
Beauty of a tip, just kind of fluttered into the sky. Most dangerous opportunity we've seen so far in game number 5. As Star went to work on it. He lost it at the red line. Dings. Left point. Half boards. Ducks got it. Sean with a shot there. And that was almost tipped by a teammate for the Wicked. Final 5 seconds here. Their second period winding down. Star's going to clear. And that's going to do it for the second period as that shot rings in. We have a big update coming up soon here, Tegan. But right now, scoreless through 2 in game number 5.
Scoreless and a great game this has been, but this update is way too exciting. I'm going to send it over to Brandon.
Sound the sirens because it's Upset City. 28 seed Evolutional defeats Delusions in game 5. The number 5 seed gets knocked down. And
That
as you
is
can
massive
see,
here,
wow.
Brandon, is what an update that is.
Yeah.
And this game has been just as great.
Yeah, Wicked looking to kind of take a page out of Evolutional's book, being a underseeded team against a single-digit seed to pull off an upset. And just like in Game 4, we go into the third period tied at 0-0. And interestingly enough, 5 out of the last 6 periods have been scoreless. So once again, who's going to be able to score first? Who is going to be able to have their goalie make those big saves? It's one period, and it decides these team seasons who's going to get it done.
Third period underway here. Time's winding down for both of these teams. They're pushing it right to the end. Watt. Trying to bring this one out for his team. He's got it again. Picked up now by CT. Looking for a way to try to get something going. Could the next goal be the decisive one? I think at this point the answer is probably yes. Unless scores really open up here. In front, Stiffmeister can't get the shot off. Dings now. Pressure mounting here for the Wicked. Can they come up with the upset? Slap shot comes in and it's tipped wide. Good slap shot there by Duck. He had a lane that got tipped and it just missed the goalie in Rombo. Josh has it from the corner now. In front, loose traffic there. And Sharzan had to stretch out a little bit to make that save. Slap shot along. CT couldn't corral that one in. Dings has it instead. Duck there. High slot area. Slap shot low angle. Good save by Rombo. He's been everywhere right now.
It was a great shot by HP as well, getting that rebound, taking a play out of the Wicked's book, and it seemed to be working as they almost got one.
CT up the right side from a good lead pass. From Dings up to Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister stops it, lost it. Good steal by Watt as it falls to Rombo's stick as he'll cover it up with his glove.
Rombo very, very good in this whole series, Nick. He's definitely the first star regardless of this outcome.
Face off to the right of Rombo. Good slap shot and loose in front. Oh my goodness, a kick save as Stiffmeister tried to put that home. Good defense here by the Wicked, holding on right now. Sean down low. He's involved in the play, trying to backhand pass that one in front. 3-on-2 the other way. They got CT back on defense. Able to keep that one at bay for now. CT back on offense now. Two-way hockey coach, he says. Around the net. And it comes all the way back out to center. Now we're seeing things be slowed very, very down right now.
Yeah, interesting play here by Hidden Potential. They're just letting the Wicked kind of trap up and get back there. They're going to have to start from their own end again.
You got steamrolled.
I guess they're trying to make sure the breakouts are controlled as best as they can. Maybe that's their best chance for success right now. Josh has it though. Poke check free, falls to CT Stickford, pokes it to himself. Ding, center point. He'll drive it to the left side. Stiff circles from the corner. CT from the right side now. CT lays that one back for Sean. They'll dance and exchange positions. Sean will lose it by Josh. Josh up for Dax as Dax leveled in front of the bench. Under 3:30 to go here in the third period. Who's going to be the next goal? The game-winning goal, potentially. That pass comes all the way out.
You can almost say the next goal is going to be the last one here, Nick, and it's going to be a big one.
Puck comes back to Duck at the blue line. And as Doc would say, under 100 seconds remain in regulation. Slap shot in, Stiffmeister on the Omaha. He's there, picked up by Duck. Stiff slow to get up, we'll keep an eye on that. Dings has it right circle. Final 60 seconds to conclude this hockey game will be in real time. Stiffmeister in front, chance to Rombo, and he makes the save.
2 huge saves by Rombo, and have we not said that 100 times in 5 games? This guy has been impressive.
Rombo stepping up to be maybe one of the elite top 10 goalies in NHL esports for NHL 22 for right now. I'll give him that right now. Duck trying to keep this one in, he does. Peels off. Stiffmeister, left side, 38 seconds to go. Duck, left point, shooting one in. That's blocked. 3-on-2 forming here. CT coming back for it. Everybody back now, banked along behind the net. In front, chance there, and it's loose in front. Picked up by HP. Hidden potential, able to clear out the garbage in the slot area. Under 20 to go. Dax, that one slipped by him. Wrapped along for CT. CT now for Dings. 10 seconds here. Final effort. They'll rush it up the ice. Sean keeps it in the zone. Stick checks there. Dings looking for CT, can't find him. Josh throws it along the boards, and this one is going to overtime, tied at 0.
You know, very impressed here with Rombo and the Wicked. They've got nothing to lose here. He's held them in the game, giving them an opportunity where they only need 1 goal here, Brandon.
Yeah, it all comes down to 1 goal in an overtime to decide the series and the season for these two teams. And man, oh man, whichever way this thing goes, how about the Wicked? The way that they have come back in this game, the resilience they have had in this series. Rombo, the way he has played for them in net, they have done so well. You hate to really see either of these two teams lose this one, but there's only going to be one winner, and someone is going to go home a hero tonight. It's going to be interesting. And by the way, there is another upset, it looks like. I believe, if I have this right, yes, No Expectations wins over Composure. So Composure, another championship favorite, knocked out in round 1.
Wow, so big upsets coming up here as we have overtime here. Who's your overtime winner? I want to hear it in the chat. Twitch.tv/Capitals. F5 Penguin, it's King Lime and bMaJuH alongside Dudley Do right here. Make sure you're following us all over the internet and on Twitter. Push win. CT tried to scoop it up, but it falls back to the centerman in Dings. They'll go offside for another draw. You gotta wonder who's gonna be the one to step up here and really deliver the bacon for either side.
Who's it going to be in your mind here, Nick, if you had to pick one? Not from either side, but one.
Sean's been trying to step up and fire those tip shots. I expect that here. But here comes Dax in front. I would like to see it from an unexpected player that steps up and puts the team on his back when they need it the most. As you mentioned earlier, Stiff and CT have been snuffed out for a large portion of game number 5.
Yeah, they definitely have been, and Wicked has just been very good getting those quick shots in the offensive zone. I think the scoring chances are basically the same, never mind all the pressure HP has had.
Hidden potential. Back on the attack. Setting up in the zone here. Behind the back pass there was intended for CT. Fought along the boards now for Frostic. Frostic over center. Buffalo Star for Dax. Dax was tripped up behind him, but no penalty there on the play. That was a good stick check and a good poke check by the defense in hidden potential. Sean sidestepping 1 or 2, looking for a dangle in front. That was, I think, Duck was looking a slap shot that one, maybe an animation. As they recover. And they're back in the offensive end. Around the boards. Back around the other way. Stiffmeister reverses play. CT looking for the 1-2 over to Dings, and they can't connect. Josh now. Stiffmeister trying to go after Watt. Trying to steal that one and bring it home. Well, it's flipped in, and everyone's just going to reset. About halfway gone here in the overtime period.
Pretty interesting that the Wicked just dumping that one in. You think they'd want to get a little bit of offense zone time themselves here, Nick, but they're just dropping it off to HP saying, go ahead.
Not taking chances might be dangerous here, but not if Hidden Potential keeps going offside.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and maybe they're just waiting for that mistake at the blue line to try and capitalize and go the other way, Nick. We'll see what they've got in their bag of tricks.
Face off one. Stiffmeister with the steal. CT. He'll lose it. Got it back. CT from the right side. Sean in for Duck. Duck keeps it in. Duck in front for Stiffmeister, and it falls to Rombo again, and Rombo makes the save.
Great save again by Rombo. I'm going to be saying that in my sleep tonight, Nick.
Great save by Rombo. Great save by Rombo. Face-off win back for Duck to Sean now. Right point. Slap shot comes in, blocked by Frosted. Good block there. Dings looking for Stiff at the back door. Stiffmeister was unattended, but there were players in front of that lane. Couldn't get the puck to him. Dax now for Josh. Josh lost it at the blue line. It's left for Duck. Duck to Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister lost that one. Good defense there. Now Stiff trying to go back at it again. CT had it for just a brief moment. Wrapped around chance by Dings. Dings trying to go after it in the forecheck. Couldn't come up with the puck. Sent up now. Lots of speed on it. Who's going to come out with it is Duck. He lost it by Star though. Star in front for Dax. Good shot there. Saved by Charzin. Charzin standing tall here. That was the best effort we've seen from the Wicked in the last two periods.
And it was a great one. They poked that down low. We'll see if HP can come down and get things going on their end.
Under 5 minutes in the overtime period. Slap shot around. Stiff is there on the Omaha. That one's connected that time. Stiff in down low. CT's got it. CT from the right side. Stolen greatly by Dax. As Dax has been all over that right side of the ice. CT's going to try the left side now. He'll get it in. That's going to be picked away by Buffalo. Now for Frostic. Frostic sent up for Josh. Josh will be met by Dings at the blue line. Wrist shot in there. That one bounces off the boards. In front traffic, and we have a penalty. Coming up here, a power play for Hidden Potential.
Yeah, and they're actually going to get a slow minute on this one here, Nick. So this could be the end of the game.
Lots of time here. Slap shot in, and Rombo rips it out of the sky.
What a save by Rombo. He gets his glove on that, and there it is again. What a save by Rombo. What a save by Rombo. Here it is.
They've been going high. Do they need to go low here? We'll have to see what happens on this face-off. Wicked jumped early. Hidden Potential wins that one. In for Sean. Sean back out to Duck. Duck to CT, and a slap shot there saved by Rombo.
Yeah, it's just so impressive how Rombo tracks the puck, Nick. Yeah, if you're watching him, I've taken a little bit of time here to watch him instead of watching the puck, and he is so good at following it around the ice.
He is locked in right now for sure. Sent all the way down the ice. Bounces off of Charzin. Charzin holds on to it. A questionable decision, we'll mark that up as.
Yeah, maybe just not paying attention there. You know, you definitely don't want a defensive zone face-off on the kill.
They win it anyway. Brought along by Stiff. Stiff can't keep it in the zone. He was poke check free. He'll try it again. He's in now. And they'll set up. Right side for Sean. Sean, lots of room. Driving in deep. Spins around. Right circle. Tries to find an open lane. Spins up with Duck. Shot in by CT. Loose in front, and it falls to Rombo again.
Great save again and again and again. This man has been lights out. I haven't seen a goalie as good as Rombo in my time.
Right side for CT off the face-off win. Dings with a shot there. That one just goes a little bit wide. Kind of hit off the side of the cage. CT gets wrecked there coming into the zone. As that's sent all the way out. 45 seconds left on the power play. Stiffmeister. Left side. Duck. Looking for a way in. Right side. That was Sean coming back across, and he's got it again. Sean once more. CT. Final 15 seconds here in the overtime period. Slow time here from this power play. Duck now. Looking for a way in. Dax will pick it cleanly. And as we walk down the last second there, we have 12 seconds left on the power play, and we're going to bonus hockey.
Yeah, we've spoken a lot about HP's offense, but this defense and goaltending by the Wicked has been just perfect here, Brandon.
I think that you have to say too, mentioning with that defense and goaltending, I think that when the Wicked and Hidden Potential, both of them, when they go back and look at this game, the special team's going to be huge. Remember, in Game 4, there was a 5-minute major that the Wicked took. Hidden Potential did not score on that. They had a penalty earlier that they did not score on, and now just 12 seconds left on this power play. Obviously, that's a lot of time for a team like Hidden Potential, but there's been a lot of missed opportunities for Hidden Potential on the power play, and it has not been because they haven't gotten chances. It has been the goaltending of Rombo and the defense of the Wicked, clearing it out, not letting them get anything too high danger so far. If the Wicked can keep this up, you like their chances, but man, oh man, are you not entertained, my friends?
Are you not entertained? Is this why you are not here? Penalty time winds down here on the power play, and for Hidden Potential, 16 minutes time on attack. They're back out of the box here. Just hold B as a shot comes in, bounces off the post. Behind the net now. Stiffmeister going to work here. So is Duck, center point. Sean, slap shot comes in from the right circle in CT. Good quick passing here by Hidden Potential right now. The Wicked slowing everything down once more. Trying to get this going for their club to pull off the upset. Sends it around the boards. Right side for Frostic, falls to the stick of Dings. Dings tries to find CT, it'll come all the way down. No icing though. They'll wave that off, play continues. Dax is wrecked at the red line though. Center ice area. He's leveled. Spinning with it is Dings. Stiffmeister behind the net. Duck now. Duck shot in, deflected. Bounced off a player. Sean keeps that in. Good shot in, but Rombo able to track it down the entire way.
That was a great save there and a great shot to take. You haven't had very many chances from the outside. Maybe rip a shot, and that almost went 5-hole there, Nick.
Duck now off the faceoff win. CT whiffed on it. CT from the right side. Finds Stiffmeister behind the net. They'll connect on that one. Give and go. Wrap around chance. Denied by the defense. Backhand chance. He scores, and it's CT with the game winner.
CT in overtime, Nick, for Hidden Potential. Get this guy a steak. He needs some HP, and he deserves it. What a win there as they fought and battled hard, Brandon.
Man, oh man, and if you're the Wicked, you gotta just be gutted the way that you lose that game, especially if you're Rombo, how well you played all series long, especially in that Game 5. Just, oh man, what a wow. I mean, just wow. It would be interesting to get a replay on that goal. It looked like it kind of just fell right in front of Rombo there. I don't know if it was thrown out or if it was a turnover, but there was nothing but a lane and an open net there for CT to finish it on the backhand, and it might have not been easy, but Hidden Potential escapes and moves on to round 2, and was a thrilling Game 5 and a thrilling series, Tegan.
Yeah, you see a lot of zeros there on your screen as they show it. It was the second period of overtime, Brandon, where Hidden Potential was able to score.
Yeah, and Hidden Potential, you kind of look at the stats for them, you kind of just felt like, man, they're gonna have to break something open. They were playing so well in terms of time on attack and shots on net. They really were dominating a lot of the game in terms of those things, but it just feels like Rombo, the way he was playing, is there's the game winner right there, Tegan. Thanks to our streamer on the Hidden Potential side. as you can kind of see the bounce there. I'm interested to see how CT got this, because they had a lot of space there in front of the net.
Yeah, it's a great battle in the right-hand corner, and there's CT as we've saw him dance so many times behind the goal line. Goes over to Stiffmeister, back to CT, looks for the wraparound, ends up going off his skates there, Brandon, and he throws that one in backhand.
Yeah, and that's kind of just unfortunate there. If you're the Wicket, you're trying to clear it and get it out, and CT's body right there, and it jams into the stick while he's trying to get out. Not really a lot you can do if you're in that position of the Wicket defender. CT just right place, right time, and puts it in on Rombo off the backhand. It was nothing but open net for him on that one, and Rombo's been amazing, but I would have been a rabbit out of the hat type magician save to have pulled that one out. But hey, man, hidden potential. You saw an 18-27 time on attack, 15 shots on net. With those stats, it's shocking they only got 1 goal. But hey, you get the win, you move on. That's all that's going to matter next week. So a great job from Hidden Potential to avoid the upset, move on to round 2, and a great job to the Wicket as well. You have to remember they were 1-4 just a month ago. It looked like their season was all but done. They scratched and clawed, got all the way here, and gave a team that is a championship contender, was a runner-up, and went to the final in Season 1. All they could handle in terms of making it to this point and going into a double overtime for Game 5. So a great job from both of these teams, but nevertheless, Hidden Potential moving on to round 2 and what was really just a thrilling series. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think we got to tip our cap to the Wicked's goaltender, Rombo, as well. Very, very good game there. And good for them to force a Game 5, like you said, against Hidden Potential. Brandon, we thank you. Amazing stuff, as always. We'll get a taste from Nick, as I know he's got lots to say about this one.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating after this one, man. What a series. I mean, yeah, I see the responses in the chat, and I see 18 minutes, 16 minutes, 14 minutes of time on attack from Hidden Potential, and they finally got one there. They deserved, I guess you could say, to win that game. You hold on by a string long enough and you're gonna break. That's just the way it works. And they took them to 5 games, but the better team, I think, prevailed in this series, especially with how well everybody played. CT getting his 6th goal in 5 games. I don't think you can really hate that at all. And once they found out that not feeding Stiff kind of was the answer, I think that really worked out to their benefit.
I couldn't agree more, Nick, as I have never seen, it's like he's got a magnet on his twig from the team. When CT started shooting from that high slot and Sean was ripping shots from the point, that's when the game turned around. It was just the forcing to the left winger that was just way too much. Yes, he's a great player. Yes, he had a hot hand, but CT, what did he put in? 5-6 goals there with the overtime winner. Sometimes you got to change things up.
I think that's to be said when you have a goalie that is as, I think, stoic as Rombo was in this series. I think every other time it works when you feed Stiff. I think that would work. You sign the guy, you want to play with him, you want to get him active for sure. We know what he can do on the ice, but I think when you realize that the goalie knows that's happening and they're there for it, I think that changes what you have to do. I think you have to re-game plan for that. Nevertheless, though, they stayed persistent, and I think that's also something that needs to be said. You didn't get frustrated at what didn't work. You just kept doing what did work eventually, and it paid off. So you did your game plan. You stuck to it. It worked. You move on to the next round.
Right, and when you have a goaltender in between the pipes that tracks the puck like Rombo, it makes it very, very hard too, Nick. So, great job by the Wicket, a better job by Hidden Potential, as they're going to be moving on and getting just a lick closer to that 20 grand.
20 grand, not too far away here, so we know that there's more in charge, more in store for the Caps Gaming Showcase next week. A little bit of a different time zone. We have the EU on Sunday, and then on Monday we have the NA. So adjust your TV sets, adjust your calendars accordingly. We'll bring you the same coverage as we always do on twitch.tv/Capitals. We want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat room tonight. We had a very interesting group of people, a very lively chat. Please make sure you do that every single Sunday. It keeps us going, keeps us here, and it keeps us fed. So we want to thank you for that. And we also want to give a thanks to Dudley Do-Right, Tegan, for stepping in to deliver some great playoff insights as we continued this coverage, and we look to continue to do more of that. So that's going to do it for us here, my friend, I think.
I think it is. Dudley couldn't do wrong tonight. We thank bMaJuH, everybody behind the scenes at Leaguegaming, of course, the Caps Gaming Showcase, and Leidos. Nick, it was a fantastic night, and thank you for having me, my friend.
Thank you as always, Tegan. Everyone be safe, be well, enjoy the amazing games that are coming up. We can't actually say the big one. And have a safe and happy week. We will see you next week. Twitch.tv/Capitals at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Be safe, be well, and take care, everyone. Bye for now.